Greetings, citizens! One of my favorite things to do when starting a new Minecraft world is imagining what sort of base I would like to build. It's something that never gets old because there's always something new to try. Today I'd like to build a cozy treehouse base, complete with everything we'll need to become self-sufficient. Whether you're just relaxing, doing chores around the house, or winding down for the night, I hope you'll join me for a while. Let's begin. Alright, brand new world, and already it's feeling a bit chilly. Got some plains, some snowy areas, looks like spruce. Actually, let's go grab some spruce before we head out, because our goal today is to make a tree house, and while you could do that in pretty much any forest, I thought it might look nicest if we did that in a jungle biome. So we're gonna need to find a really good spot for it, but first, like I said, let's grab some spruce because it is easier to work with than jungle trees. And actually, that reminds me, up in the top corner there, it said new recipes unlocked. Something really cool that I'm looking forward to is this right here. I've installed a lot of these macaws mods. So we've got custom bridges available, there's custom doors, trap doors, different kinds of fences and walls, there's even lamps. So I think we could build something really nice looking. Tons of options, look at all that. But we've got a ways to go before we can do that. First off, we need the basics. We need a crafting table, a wooden pickaxe, and let's just immediately grab some stone so we can replace this. Stone Age. Should be able to get a stack out of this wooden pickaxe, or nearly anyway. Stone pickaxe, axe, and shovel, and then we should be good to go. Alright, so like I said, this is not going to work as an area for our treehouse, so I think what makes the most sense since we're next to water is grabbing ourselves a boat and heading out to sea what we can find. Once again, we have distant horizons on, you probably noticed, but we can see very far into the distance, which I think is going to be incredibly useful as we look for a place to build our treehouse base. Oh, hey, look at this. Look what we've already got. I smell some plebs that are looking to get taxed. And no, it doesn't smell very good. Like dirt and beetroot. Alright, what do they have for me? You say you'd like to help me on my adventures? Why, thank you. I will take a bed, 100%. Oh, they've got all the basics for me. I don't want wheat seeds necessarily. I will take a potato and a carrot. That will come in handy. I got one of each. Look at that. Beetroot, wheat, carrot, potato. Perfect. I don't think they need any of this, honestly. This, to me, looks like free food, and sugarcane will definitely come in handy later, so this is a really awesome start. This is actually fantastic. Couldn't have asked for more. This is going to solve our food situation for quite a while, at least until I get a taste for meat. No, don't worry, I'm sure they'll be fine. What else have we got? Okay, more potatoes. There's some bread, good. I will take a brewing stand. Not that we can use it without blaze powder. No, don't worry, you guys are going to be paid up on your taxes for at least like a week after I've robbed you blind. Hey, look at that. Once again, getting my leather pants for Riz points or drip or what, I don't even know. They really love potatoes in this village, I can tell. Last house over here, then we'll go to sleep, and we'll get back on the move. Anything good? Ooh, nearly a full set of armor right to get-go. Right to get-go? Right from the get-go. Alright, let's sleep. Oh, there we go. If anybody wants to see, there it is. I'll try to remember this time to put it into the description. I always forget to do that. Alright, thanks plebs. Your contribution to Rome will be remembered, and actually, I see a walking contribution right now. What's that? You want to give me some free iron? Well, it would be rude to say no. Thank you. 3 iron, just for me. Alright, back to the boat. Ooh, firefly bushes. Yes. I love these things. Actually, real quick, let's make some more bread before we get on the road. Lots and lots, and lots and lots and lots. 36, that'll do. And we're off. Let me know if you see a jungle. It's kind of hard to tell with distant horizons what type of biome it is. I mean, that could be a jungle out there, because you're basically just looking at the colors. It doesn't render in detail, obviously, until you get closer. Ooh, we're going right over a Guardian Temple! I didn't know. I'm sorry. Look at them, they're following us. It's right there. I did not realize. Oh no. I hate that noise. I hate that noise. Are they targeting me? Hate that. Yeah, I think I am gonna head for that. That very well could be a jungle. Ooh, I saw the bubble columns, and I saw this under here. It's worth taking a look, surely. Ooh, hello. I will take all of that, thank you. Very nice. Unbreaking 2, golden chestplate, projectile protection, depth strider. Don't have boots yet. There we go. And as we get closer, yeah, that's looking more and more. I mean, that green right there, that's got to be bamboo, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can confirm. Look at the shape of those trees. That has got to be a jungle. I say we get up closer and explore. We'll probably have to sleep in a second here, but yeah, this is definitely looking very good. But we'll want to find the right spot, but I'm confident saying that we found the site for our future treehouse base location. Just got all the towering trees, like imagine that. So a couple of them nearby that you could connect with those bridges that we saw in the Macaws mod packs, or mods rather, but yeah, I think that'll look great. We've even got this sort of bay in the middle of all these jungles. There's a hill back there. This is looking really good. All right, let's sleep, then we can do some exploring in the morning. I have a vague idea of what I want to build, but I'm not quite sure about the details because, for example, if we had a good area right by this hill, we could have trees off to the side, build a treehouse there, and then bridges connecting it to the side of a cliff or something. That might be kind of nice. Got dolphins right here for us. Access to the water, we've got sand. Let's have a little look around. Got some melons if we need them. Hey, a puppy dog. I have no bones, but if you hang around, I'd love to come back. Be best friends. We've got some cows over here. I hear a zombie for some reason. Hello, moo cows. Got sheep here. Definitely enough of what we would need. It looks like we are getting into like a savanna after the jungle area. Maybe we head up top and take a look around. Higher vantage point and all that. Ooh, hey, look over here. We've actually got a village, a savanna village that's pretty close by. That might be pretty helpful. Don't need anything there yet. Obviously, we'll need to collect taxes, but looking at what else. Oh, we also have free cam, so I can do this. I can leave my body, and with distant horizons, this is an incredible combo. In fact, is this a sparse jungle? That might not be terrible. Gives us a little bit more room to build. Got the village there. Maybe we head over here. It starts to become invisible as you move into the distant horizons part, but it might be kind of cool if we had area on either side of the river and connected it with bridges. I think that would look really neat. Yeah, let's go take a look over here. Plains biome nearby too. This you couldn't really ask for a better area. This is perfect. Oh, it's one of the new pig types too. I don't think I've seen this one before. Hey fella, how you doing? You're a little odd looking, aren't you? What do you mean, look who's talking? Oh, so rude. Alright, we're getting closer. It might be rendered in. Let's see what we've got now if we go up. Oh yeah, look at this. Right where it connects. And it's got the beach in the background too. Waterfront property, you kidding me? This is perfect. I mean, look, it's even got a tall tree right here. A little bit raised up, and then as it goes down across the river, we could build something over on this side. Like I said, connected like rope bridges between the two. I think this is the spot. Let's swim over and just get set up with some of the basics because I don't even know where I would want to start doing this. My head's sort of flooding with ideas right now, but I would not even know where to begin. So if we've got the large tree there, here's the water connecting up to the other side. We could even do like little docks down here as well. Some of this would need to be cleared out. There's a little bit it's too busy down here. So maybe if we remove a little bit down here. In fact, that was an oak tree. That's a bit strange. But yeah, let's get rid of a little bit close to the water just so I can have a better idea about what everything looks like here. There's some of that cleared out. We should also probably just get a chest or two temporarily set out because my inventory is quite full. There we go. Much better. Then if we take another look, that's cleared out a bit now. Probably actually just take out everything on the shore, and then we'll do the same thing over here. That'll give me a better idea about ultimately what we want to set out, because I want to make good decisions early on so I'm not tearing down a bunch of things that I build just to change it down the road. So yeah, let's get rid of all of this. Well, that's a little bit odd. Are you seeing this? We just got a vine hanging on nothing in the middle of the air. I'm gonna leave it. Magical vine. Okay, and in fact, I think I'm just gonna start on this side. That is nice and cleared. I'm not gonna do anything over here yet because I think that'll be like expansion. We'll eventually go to that side of the river. From here though, I think this is a great place to start, which means maybe we start low and we build our way up. Like we could build just a little area attached to the tree down here, and then as we get more materials, we could build our way up, get ladders going. We might even bulk the tree out a little bit, almost like a custom tree. And then as I said, we are going to be branching out to other trees. We might even grow some, or again, build some custom ones, and then we'll go across the river. So let's get a starter house set up right about here. Now, what sort of things can I make with what I have? Jungle bridge stair. Got barn doors, glass doors, lots of different kinds of doors. Actually, these look kind of cool. Oh, western doors, cool. Like a saloon. Different fences and curved gates. Oh man, my brain is overwhelmed. So many options. Ooh, some of these are expensive too. Look at that, 4 logs just for 3 fence. So we're gonna be doing quite a bit of collecting for some of this anyway. Let's just start small. We'll get a bunch of these jungle bridges because you use those, it looks like, in this configuration to make the stairs. And we can at least have those leading up to a little house area right here. Just like that. That is kind of neat. And then why don't we get some oak just so it looks a little bit different from the jungle that's around here, and we'll just kind of set up a perimeter for what we're thinking we might need to get started. For a lot of this, I'd love to be able to build into what already exists. And because this is just a little starter area, I don't think anything bigger than the area that's right inside here would really be necessary. So let's do that. Get a little slab floor in here. Add some more jungle wood, but we'll strip it to make it look a little bit different. And yes, I noticed that this is off-center, but that's going to be a lot of this, I think, because I want it to look more organic and not just like straight symmetrical stuff. I want it to look like it's built into the environment a little bit. I can't not use this western door, so we're going to get that. Get that put in at the front right here. Oh yeah, you kidding me? Old Western, but also kind of cast away, like this, you know, came off of the shipwreck and we just used it as our door. We're gonna need a lot more jungle wood because I want to use these picket fences. So, we'll plant one here. Well, it's kind of close down here for now. And then are there any large ones we're not going to need? Probably out here. Yeah, let's just go out here and go nuts for a bit. I need more wood. Am I going to need you? Well, some of the ones over here, surely not. Surely not. I will take you, big fella. Or I should probably use a new axe for that. Down you go. Aw, man. Oh, it was one too big. Much better. Let's get those combined and see if we can grab a few more before heading back. It's about 2 stacks, not too shabby. Alright, let's see what we can do with that. I wonder if there's any pandas over here anywhere that could be our friends. We'll get a treehouse set up first and then we can invite them over maybe, if we see any. Okay, now we can get more of these. And how does that look? Just a nice little accent, but I was thinking I could use it up here too. Kind of like it's holding the roof up or something. I'm not quite sure yet. Get them put on all of these, but they just look like regular fence if I do it that way. We'll need to get them connected like that because then it looks really nice. Something like that. That actually looks really nice. I like that. And we don't really even, come to think of it, we don't really need a roof. We've already got all this leaf coverage and that just kind of looks nice. Could even connect them up here. Okay, that's a start. I just realized I have no coal or charcoal to light it up. But for now, let's get some of this stuff moved in. Get all this moved in. Little spot for chests right here, nice and easy. And remembering that I had the potatoes and the carrots, I was thinking, well, maybe we should plant some of those down here, but that wouldn't make much sense. It's all about tree houses. So we've got our start down here. Maybe we should start by building some areas wrapping up around the tree that actually have crops growing off of the tree, or it could even be right up on top, just to make sure it gets enough sunlight. That's not a bad idea. What is that? Oh, there's another portal over there. We'll go check that out in the morning, but for now, I'm happy that we've got a semi-safe little place. We do need to get ourselves set up with a furnace, and I think it would be a good idea to maybe grow a spruce tree. That way we can start making some charcoal. Because there are also, where did I see? Yeah, different lanterns. Ah, okay. So it would take iron, but either way, we're going to need... Ooh, that's expensive. Some of these you would think, oh, cool, tiki torches. We're totally doing that, but we need torches first anyway. Okay, we've got a plan. Tiki torches. I need tiki torches. Once again, we've got that conundrum, though. I don't want everything turning into podzol. So I think what I'm going to do, I've done this a few times, but just to make it easy on myself, I'm going to build, this is temporary, I'm going to eventually get rid of this because we're going to want something nice going over the center of the river here. But I'm just going to build out a bit, far enough away so the podzol isn't going to spread to the shores. Then we do something like that, get a dirt set up, and plant our tree there. Once that grows, we knock it down, we use it for charcoal, and we repeat the process, and then, once again, I need so many tiki torches. That's gonna look great. Well, that didn't take long. I just went to refresh my coffee, and we had both of these ready. I will take one of you, please. Oh yeah, it's like 1 or 2 too many to cut down. It worked with the last one. Actually, wait. Isn't there a way to change this? Yeah, falling tree, configure, max size. There it is. So trees, max size. We're gonna change it from 100 to 200. Save and quit, done. How about now? There we go. And yeah, that stinks. Jungle trees barely ever drop saplings, and that's super annoying. I mean, there's gonna be tons out there, but still. I prefer it if I could just refresh the tree instantly, kind of like with spruce. That typically drops enough. Combine all of those, then I'll grab the spruce things. Also, while I was refreshing my coffee, I had an idea. Longer term plan, and I like it. I was thinking, since we built this at the bottom, what if we almost made it look like a tree as we were building? Which doesn't make much sense, but let me explain. If we had this on the left side of this tree, if we did the same thing again on, maybe not the right side, but over here, kind of offset, and then another one right here offset, then we build platforms on top of that for the next layer. And then we moved up, and we did something similar, but a little bit smaller. So basically, it gets thinner as it moves up, kind of like a real tree would. Thicker trunk down below, and then it gets a bit thinner. So as we're building, it kind of bulks out the tree. and then we build platforms off of it. So rather than doing a custom tree, our builds themselves kind of become the tree, if that makes any sense. Yeah, now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, how would I do that? But still, I like the idea. I might go with it. Either way, the point of that was to get enough spruce so we could, let's just throw a full stack in. And I'm sure there are going to be people that hate me for this, but I'm just throwing some planks in. I'm sure it's better with like sticks, or we could even go get some bamboo or slabs or something, but this will get the job done. It's fine. In fact, I'm going to do that a couple times because not only do I like really, really badly want those tiki torches, so we'll do it a few times to get the charcoal for that, but also we want torches because I need to establish a mine. I really wouldn't mind some iron, and we'll want stone to build into some of the things. Even though it's a tree house, we'll want to use a little bit of stone. So yeah, we are going to be establishing a mine. So give me a few minutes. I'm going to do this sort of process maybe 2 or 3 times, get a stack of coal. Once we have the tiki torches, we'll get that set up, and then we might even be able to just start a mine right here. Does that go? Maybe not. We'll find a place. We'll find a place to start a mine. So that's my plan. See you in a couple minutes. I just realized I paused my recording and you didn't hear anything I just said. In short, it wasn't long. Oh, and of course, I was just complaining because these weren't growing and now they both grew. That one grew underwater. That's a bit strange. But anyway, those weren't growing. I was complaining about that. I said that I expanded the tree production a little bit. And the reason for that, you might be thinking, you know, there's trees everywhere. Just go chop some down. But I just like them to be closer, more orderly. So that's the reason that I set everything up like this. We've got oak going, more jungle. These weren't growing, but now they are. And the only other thing that I mentioned was ooh, that's starting to grow in. I finished cooking what I had and I made some charcoal to get torches because I wanted to open up a mine here to get some additional cobblestone. I was running a little bit short and I didn't want to do that without torches. So we got that. We're putting a mine here because I can either just cover this up later if I wanted to, or we can make it look nicer. So that could be temporary or not sure. And actually, I remembered one more thing. I mentioned about the bamboo. I'm growing some of that because look at this. You can get bamboo bridges, dried bamboo. I like the look of that. And also, we have tiki torches for bamboo. Those look really nice. So a lot more stuff growing around here. We're opening up a little mine to get additional cobblestone. We do now have torches, and actually once I cook these 2 trees up into charcoal, I think we'll have enough to make... Actually, we might do the bamboo torches, I'm not sure yet. And yes, this is still growing. I love that. So yeah, I feel a bit silly. I was talking to myself for about 5 minutes and not recording. Happens to the best of us. So anyway, I will do that. We'll dig a bit more in the mine. We will go cook up a little over... Well, no, we can do 2 stacks of spruce now. Tons of charcoal, tons of torches, tons of tiki torches. Yes, I'm absolutely obsessed with those. All right, so let's get that cooked up. Wait on that. Whoa. No. Get out of here. And in the meantime, we will spend a bit of time down in the mine. Ooh, also, we might use copper. If you didn't see the underground base video, I found a really good combination of copper grate, leaves, and glowstone. So that might not be a bad thing to collect. Also, hello, iron. I won't say no. Seriously? Only 1? Ugh. Alright, this is helpful. We just ran into a large underwater area, but there is a decent amount of iron down there. So not the best for a mine. I've got 2 options. I can either turn it around or I can fill in that water, and that is not fun to do. But what we are going to want to do is get some doors and then head down there and collect what we can. Because I did see a decent amount of iron, and this, yeah, still has plenty of time to go. We'll decide if we want to try to clear out this water in a minute. But first, we can do this. Get our door down, open it up, air pocket, and grab our iron. There we go. Now, I think I saw some more. Where did I see that? Oh yeah, there you are. And over there. So it's a bit precarious, but if we're careful, we should be able to do this and not drown. As long as we stay here and avoid all the zombie noises I'm hearing, they shouldn't be able to get us underwater, you would think. On to the next one. Beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, that might be where I'm hearing all these zombie noises. No, my iron fell, and there's creepers down there, and a skeleton shooting at me. Yeah, never mind. I don't want it that bad. I am gonna have to head down there at some point, though. Hello? You remembered the way out of here, right? Because that was clearly your job, not mine. Ooh, okay, this is where it opens up again. Actually, ooh, we might be able to get what we dropped. Is it safe for a minute, at least? Ooh, it's not safe. It's not safe. Okay, we're gonna come back to that. Immediately not safe. Let's just try to find our way back for now. How did we get in here? Ooh, wait, more iron. It keeps falling into this area. Ugh. Everywhere I see iron, it opens up into this whatever is going on there with creepers every time. Every time there's a creeper. Yeah, I'm ready to get out of here. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Well, that was quite the adventure, but we did get 22 iron out of it. Yeah, no iron armor, no... Oh, hello. No shield, no, decent weapons. We're not doing that yet. But 23 iron plus the 3, not too bad. It looks like we are done over here. It is tiki torch time. And actually, let's grab a sword. Not very useful for mobs, but very useful for bamboo, because it insta-breaks even if it's stone, so that is very nice. So I think I am going to use this for the torches. And that is way easier than I thought it was going to be. Is it that way with the rest of them? Oh, bridge torch. Use on bridges, stairs, handrails. I might try that in a minute, but out of curiosity, yeah, just a fence and a torch. That's super easy. Well, if that's the case, we can get a full stack of torches. Oh, I have exactly a stack? That worked out well. Yeah, I don't see why not. Let's get a full stack of bamboo tiki torches and potentially just go nuts with these. Can they go on walls? No, they can't. That's all right. We're going to put them right by, well, no. Probably get those fences back out. Get a few more of those. Then if we put those down first, this on top, very good. And in fact, if we get a bit more bamboo, we could probably use these to elevate it a bit and make it look pretty natural. So for example, if we just want one over here, I'm thinking I can maybe do that and then put one on top. That is very strange. Why did it do that? Why is it on the corner of it? That makes no sense. I am very confused by this. Shouldn't I just be able to put it right on top? Like it looks natural like that? No, that's so weird. Okay, I mean, not a big deal, but why is it doing that? That's so strange. All right, whatever. Let's light up the area with these, just like that. We'll probably do something fancier eventually. I don't have any ideas yet. Just wanted light, and I wanted it to be tiki torches. It'll make me feel safer too, knowing that mobs aren't really going to be able to sneak up to me this close to the base anyway. Okay, there we go. We got light. These aren't quite how I imagined them. I almost want to get some that are more wood colored. These might look better up closer to leaves. But down here, it's not quite what I was looking for. Remind me how the jungle ones look. I think it was like that? Yeah. Let's get some of these. Would that look more natural if we replaced this with that? Yeah, I think it would. I still like the idea of the bamboo ones, but I think we'll use them further up in the tree. Alright, let's have a look, see how we feel about that. Yeah, that's better. It was too jarring, that bright green color, which is why I think it'll work up by the leaves, but down here it just didn't really work. Okay, we're happy with that. And we have extra charcoal, which means we can start smelting up the iron. And then as far as the mine goes, I don't really feel like filling in all of this, because look at how much we'd have to fill in just to continue going in the direction we are. And we know now there's an empty area beneath here, so I think what I'm going to do instead is just take a turn and just see if we can find a dry area to mine. Oh boy, they really don't want us to have a dry mine, do they? This I could probably work with though. Just cover up the walls, realize that there's iron in there and I didn't bring my doors. Try to grab that really quick. Hello. There we go, and then if we fill this part with like gravel or something, that should get rid of everything. There we go, that should be it. No more water. And we go along our merry way. I won't say that I hate it when I'm finding all of this iron just right in my pathway. That is nice. Even more. Very nice. This is much better luck than I usually have with iron. Also, there's clay here. Does that mean... what is it? Are we close to a lush cave? Not emerging into anything. I might take a turn and see if we can find it, because some glowberries would be incredible. Hanging from a treehouse base, that would be great. Ooh, here we go. Found something. Can it be a friendly something, please? So far, so good. Ooh, we got something up there. In fact, we should run up. Do we have a way back? Yeah, let's light it up quickly. Quickly. Ooh, it's spiders. I don't want spiders. Nope. I don't have a shield. Can they not get out of there? Are we safe? Can you get out of there? I think they might be stuck. I am okay with that. Really? That was the first one? I guess so, yeah. Well, if we need string for anything, we just found spider spawner. We could even do a string farm. Oh my goodness. This is not looking safe, but you see what I see here? Oh my goodness again. Okay, I really just I would like this if I could just have it, please. Yes, okay. That's all I needed technically. And what do we have here? No thanks to most of that. About this one. Ooh, lots more string. Okay. Got a music disc here. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, once again, if we need a string, we just found an infinite source. And actually, I think I did see a recipe for rope bridges. That would be really cool. It's a little bit risky to do it here, but yeah, if we want rope bridge, that takes string. So this, yeah, we might be doing a spider farm. And if we need it, we have lush cave access down here. So for now, I'm just going to grab some of this stuff. And let's just remember this is here. But I do have a full inventory, so we might be heading back up. Man, 18 iron. Another not bad trip at all. And we made our way a decent ways down, so we can always continue the journey if we need more stuff. I'm excited about this glowberry, though. We made it! So I will sort through all the stuff we picked up. We'll get all that extra iron thrown in here. We now have a grand total of 27 plus 18. What is that, 45? I don't know. I'm not going to do math. We'll just see when it's cooked, but that might be enough to get us some armor and tools. But for the first 10 days, which we're about to hit, not a bad start. Plenty of wood going here, bamboo, we got our first little design aspects. I do think it's going to be time to start moving our way up the tree though pretty soon, and I do want to get those crops planted, so I want to figure something out for that. And like I said, it could be as simple as just putting something on top of this, or building it off to the side over one of these canopies. Or even, if we made the bridge over the water, it could be off of that. I don't know. I'm undecided. We'll get to it. Hey, I was right. 45 iron. Sun's going down, so we can think about what to use the iron for in the next 10 days, and what to prioritize next on the base. Good night, citizen. When I got back on to start recording again, I decided right away it was time to bulk up the tree. The 2x2 typical tree wouldn't be nearly big enough. So I started spamming jungle logs all over the area to get a beefy base to the trunk established. Once we had that set up, I thought getting our first elevated platform built was a must. The ultimate plans I had for this base would include at least a few of these platforms spiraling up a large custom tree, so it made sense to establish the first one near the bottom here. That's all looking good, so let's head back over to Present Legion for his important declaration. Our tree has become beefier. I entered that Zen build mode sort of state for a while. And like I talked about, I didn't want the ultimate tree to be 2x2 like they normally are like this. So I started very, very beefy at the bottom and basically just placed jungle logs everywhere. I'm not 100% married to how that looks. We'll probably be changing it up and detailing it a bit as we go. But we at least have a very large base to the trunk, and we kind of stopped right here. That's what I'm thinking for the ultimate size of the trunk going up. And as we go, I'll basically decide what it's going to be shaped like based on what we're building. I did add our first platform. I'm thinking maybe like bedroom or something for this one because I didn't have any plans as far as like, storage or anything more practical than simply putting a bed here. But what I was thinking, this is temporary right here. This is probably where we're going to have the rope bridge that leads across the river, but we're not ready for that yet, so I'm just leaving it open. But overall, I think it's a good addition so far. I will get my bed moved up there, and this is how you get up. There's just some ladders currently that lead up to this part. You go through the gate and boom, you're up here. I didn't center it on a single block, so we can't put it right in the middle. And I also don't know if I want more up here for now, but I think what I'll do is just put the bed back here, and imagine that. This would be absolutely fantastic as a bedroom, aside from the bugs. We're talking 0 mosquitoes. If there were no mosquitoes, 100%. Think of how great that would be. This view, you kidding me? But yeah, overall, I think it is a good addition, and it's starting to feel more like a treehouse. When it was down there at the base, not so much of a treehouse. But now, yes. And we only continue to move up. Now, all that being said, the only thing I actually ended up using my iron for was some shears so we can get the leaves for up there over the canopy. And I think it probably makes sense to get ourselves some iron gear, right? The leather pants and the golden boots can only get us so far. And the reason for that is I'm probably going mining again. Suit up. Not only because diamonds call to me and I always need them, but also I want to try to find some redstone. I have an idea for the first farm that I'd like to make, and that's because while we did find tons of hay bales and collected it as tax, it's not going to last forever, so I want to automate food. And I'm not talking like stinky old baked potatoes or something like that, though I do want to make a farm. I have another idea. So we'll put that away. We will also get another achievement by getting our first iron pickaxe. Isn't it ironic? And thinking of it, we should also get ourselves a shield because that's what stopped me before from doing a little bit more down there. I was a little bit frightened. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's incredibly legionary-esque and manly. But anyway, yeah, the farm I'm thinking of will require redstone. So I scratched that building itch. We might want to bulk that up. I tried to do like there was a branch here holding the, part of a branch holding this platform up, but we might want it a bit bulkier. I'll do that in a bit. Just remind me. You're going to forget, aren't you? Yeah, me too. But that's all right. Let's head back down to the mine, and we're looking for all the good stuff. Diamonds, redstone, more iron, of course, always. I'm always on the lookout for more iron. But this over here leads to that lush cave. I'm going to leave that for now, and we're just going to go back to digging the regular mine. Sometimes when I'm doing work like this that's a little bit mind-numbing, I'll just be humming to myself or thinking of a song, and right now the one stuck in my head... Oh, no way! Look at this! A diamond right in our path. Don't mind if I does. First diamond, and it looks like at least 2. Very good. But anyway, yeah, it's still spooky season. I've already released both of the Halloween episodes I'm planning on doing. Ooh, there's a third. Yes. So Halloween is what, tomorrow for me? So those songs are still playing in the household, particularly Spooky Scary Skeletons. Our 4-year-old is obsessed with that song, so it's playing a lot, and right now I'm just doing my mining. And on a loop in my head, it's Spooky Scary Skeletons. So yeah, imagine that for tens of minutes looping in your head. It's a very important facet of parenthood. Anyway, that's Legion's random thought of this 10-minute span. I'll let you know once we run into something, which might be soon because I'm starting to hear zombies, so I imagine we're about to break into a cave. Hey, redstone. This is really good luck. I haven't even found a cave yet, and 2 of the main things I was going to look for, we've already found. And there's the cave. Hello. Is it safe? Oh, I forgot the glowberries. We gotta add that to the platform up there. But first, let's collect this. Yes. And actually, this should probably be enough for our purposes. No, not porpoises. This isn't the aquarium. Alright, what do we got in here? That leads up to another cave right there. Probably entirely safe. And the other end leads to another cave and many more zombie sounds. That's alright. I'm gonna grab a few more of these. Ooh, yeah, that opens up quite a bit. There's some of our friends down there. Okay, so if we keep digging, we're probably gonna run into this portion because that's the direction I'm going, so let's do that. Yep, looks like we're running into that right now. It took me an embarrassingly long time to realize that cobbled deep slate works the same way as cobblestone. As far as making stone tools go, I did not know that until, like, very far into my Minecraft playing career. Hello? Everybody, good down here? Nobody coming after these legionary cheeks? Ooh, I see a diamond over there. We're gonna have to explore. Oh, there's more diamonds. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this. Alright, you maybe just stay over on that side and we'll all get along famously. Yeah, see? I knew you could do it. Light up the area. In fact, let's get some extra. And it looks pretty clear. Let's just do a run. Placing torches wherever we can. Wow, this place is huge. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that just keeps going. Also, I want to spore blossom. I think that would be nice. More diamonds. Oh, and a geode. We're finding everything down here. Yeah, we definitely need to light it up and explore and just collect a little bit more. Oh, no, 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 no. See, this is why we made the shield. Little goobers like you. Why are the baby ones more deadly than the adults? Jeez. Took half my health. Yeah, we're making friends left and right. Don't blow up my diamond. Come over here. Yep, you're very creepy. Very intimidating. Ooh, that one almost exploded. Okay. Quickly, quickly. Grab the diamond. Ooh, there's nothing behind me, right? Good for now. I want that diamond. It's in a little bit unsafe territory. In fact, I made this shield for a reason. Let's just, go ahead. Yeah, feel free. Boom. Alright. No, thank you. Goodbye. Yes, please. There's some slime. Would we need slime for anything? Seems like the kind of thing we should grab. Wow, this cave is incredibly helpful. Trying to dig through this much deep slate would be an enormous pain. Light it up. Don't pay any attention to the army of zombies and spiders coming at me. We'll be fine if we just don't look. They kind of don't exist if you don't look. Don't pay any attention to all the creepy spider, like, sticky noises. So yeah, I told you, we'd be fine. What were you so worried about, citizen? Okay, they are starting to collect a little bit higher density here. No matter. Ooh, that guy dropped me iron. Thank you. Okay, now I know I saw more diamonds. Oh, actually, before I forget, we need to find the diamonds, but also I wanted some spore blossoms. Right there. Thank you. Making more friends. Also, while we're here... Oh, yeah, that's where they were. Okay, good. Grab a few of these. I don't know if I'll find use for it, but we're here. Why not? Couple of these. 1, 2, 3 of those. And we can always come back for more. Now, onto this. And that revealed some iron for me. Lava iron. The best kind. Oh no! Don't burn my iron, please. Okay, up here. Thank you. Oh, beautiful. We're up to 10 diamonds. Not bad. More iron, too? This cave, I said it before, I'll say it again. This cave, very lucky find. Lush cave element, so it's already partly lit up for us. Big open areas, so it's pretty easy to see if mobs are coming at you. Go on, head off the edge. Yeah, good job. See you, buddy. But yeah, it's got all the stuff we need. I think that might be all the exposed diamonds that we saw, or was there one more over here as we were running around? Hey, look at that guy, zombie villager. We're near a village though, so I don't think it's worth trying to capture him. We may get villagers eventually just to, you know, kind of fill out the population of our, ooh, hello, our merry little treehouse community, but not quite yet. 3 more right here. Ooh, 4. 5, 6, 7, nice. Oh, beautiful. So, no, 6, that was 6. I can't believe the luck I'm having. Where's the creeper that's gonna fall on my head and ruin this all for me? It's gotta be coming, right? There, is it you? No, you're below me. I see more diamonds way off in the distance there. We're gonna have to get through more baddies, but we can do it. Ooh. I just noticed that too, one on the ceiling. Goodbye. I was not expecting this kind of luck when we came down here. Can't you see I'm busy? That guy dropped me iron too. That's the second zombie since I came down here. That's nuts. I think after we collect this, we head back. I don't want to push my luck. This does continue going. There's more up there. This is nuts. In a previous video, I asked about what everybody's preference was between like digging your own mine and just digging tunnels and looking for diamonds that way versus caving. Because I usually did the former. And I've got to say, this is just so much more profitable. If you can manage the mobs as they come at you, then this is definitely the way to go. Yeah, let's do this. Last one, then we'll head back. All right, 21 diamonds. We're calling it. That's almost a full set of armor, I think. Isn't it like 24? Who remembers how we got in here? It's up this way somewhere. Around here-ish, I think. That was the geode. The geode was on our right as we came in. We didn't even touch that area. Look at all of that. Man. Okay. Not right now. Ooh. Hold on. I know I said we were done, but got a skeleton friend to say hi to. And then, let's see what we've got here. Zombie spawner. Okay. And more bones, more gold. Golden apple. Let's get rid of that. Ooh, C418 cat. I like that one. Not that I'm going to actually use it. Okay. Collect the iron, then we go back. Is this it right here? Yeah. We found it. We're good. Time to go home. I just realized for the farm I want to make, I should have grabbed some lava. But actually, I think I saw lava at the surface as well. So yeah, there's multiple places we can get it. It'll be fine. We made it. We shall drop off the goods. Realize I'm out of room. I probably should build a more, like, dedicated storage area. But not just yet. Let's do more of an ores and valuables-ish type of chest. Take all that out of here. Or useful things, not building blocks. I don't know I never know how to describe it. It makes sense in my mind, I just don't know if it's logical. You can also smelt the iron up. Cook it for dinner, 350 degrees. Gonna have to come back and when we're decorating later and adding details, we gotta use the flowering azalea. We'll need to use the spore blossom. So remember, oh, the glowberries too. In fact, I'm gonna start a couple of those growing. Maybe one under here. Yes, I know, underwear. Ha 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 ha. I'm not gonna bulk that out yet. Okay. Reset. It's about night. We're going to go to bed, and then I'm going to see if we have everything that we need to build the farm that I'm thinking to make sure our tummy never goes hungry. Yes, very mature way to say it. I agree. I was just looking at the material list for the farm that I'd like to build, and guess what I need one piece of? Nether quartz. That means we have to go to the nether. Alright. We already have 4 pieces of obsidian and flint and steel. Wasn't there a nether portal nearby? We could probably just make ourselves a diamond pickaxe. Should do it anyway. We should have one. I earned one, I think, right? And then with the 4, I'm guessing we could probably go over there and just repair it. Just in case, let's grab a bucket. That way we can make more obsidian if we need to, but once again, kind of like we always treat the nether, I am going to think about just going in, getting what I need, and getting right back out. Although, honestly, you know what would be really nice too is some glowstone, because then we could just put it like in and amongst the leaves. I think that would look really nice. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Where was that nether portal? Was it off in... yeah, behind the treehouse. Oh, we should get a bow, but I don't think I have like, what, 2 arrows? I feel very unprepared. We found all that string. So this, right? Yeah, so we can get a bow. 2 arrows. I don't have feathers, right? Hint, hint, that might be something we're getting soon if we build this farm. So not super helpful. We have 2 arrows, and this is probably as prepared as we're gonna get. Yeah, this might be more of just an in, get a piece of nether quartz and get out type of situation. And then later on, when we're more prepared, we can come back for extra things if we want it. Chopped down all these leaves earlier, and I didn't take the actual pieces of wood. Seems wasteful, but I just want to get rid of the axe that was almost broken, so we're doing that. And I think we're ready. Now, where is this nether portal? Well, hello. Yeah, I mean, decent amount built up. It looks really cool with all the vines on it. Do you have anything for me? Hey, 2 more pieces of obsidian. Nice. Smite 5. Wow, golden axe. It'll break almost immediately, but that's pretty good. I will take all of that. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so there is some lava. Ooh, lots of gold too. I don't need it right now, but that's good to know. Yeah, this is almost complete. We have to get rid of you. Oh, come here. I want the achievement. There we go. This just seems dangerous, so I am going to cover a bit of this, just so I don't run directly into the lava when we exit. Wait, yeah, you go there. 1, 2, 3. We can even make this bigger than it needs to be. Why not? There we go. 4 tall instead of 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. Oh, and before I forget, when we're here, I'm just gonna put the water there. I'm gonna take a little bit of lava because we're gonna need it later. Hot stuff. The advancement about me. We are going to light you. I didn't make an offering to Pluto or anything like that before we did this. God of the underworld, not the dog. But hopefully we'll still be fine. Okay, nether quartz, in, out, we're done. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. We need to go deeper. Not the best place to start, but maybe if we just dig in here, we'll find some. There's some glowstone. Not what we're here for, but I'll take it. No silk touch, so we're not gonna get a ton, but we'll get some. I'm trying to just dig where there's netherrack, but it keeps turning into not that. Can we see any from here? Of course not. I do hear a ghast. That's encouraging, I suppose. Or, you know, whatever the opposite of that is. Disheartening. Ooh, hello. Yep. I don't even have to go out into the big scary area. No, it's falling. Yes. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that opens up quite a bit. Hello, everybody. So if we come back, lots and lots of glowstone. Yeah, no, I'm not looking for new friends right now. Invading my personal space. But yeah, we've got a nice open area if we come back. But for now, I got 8 nether quartz. I'm happy with that. Back home we go. Down the hallway. And bonk. Oh, there. Hooray. Oh, not hooray. We're in the jungle at night. Quickly, quickly. There we are. Okay, that could have been worse. Okay, so now that we're back, the order of my tasks, my to-dos, is clean up my storage, so I'm going to put that all away. This is the initial platform with the bedroom. I'm going to make a second platform off to the other side, but it's going to be smaller. And this one will be specifically for a Legion's lava chicken farm. I've had a taste for chicken, so we're doing that. Cooked chicken is going to be our meal for pretty much this whole 100 days. Better than bread, more protein. Plus you remove the scourge of the chicken from the face of the earth. The most dangerous game. Okay, I am going to create all of the things that we need, then we'll show you the material list. And actually, you know what? You're probably going to end up getting a time lapse right after this because we are going to build that other platform so we have a place to put this. And then we'll go over all the materials and how I will be building the farm. See you in a few. Ancient Romans often used sacred chickens to predict the outcome of battles and other major undertakings. Priests, called pularii, would observe how the chickens ate grain scattered before them. If the chickens refused to eat, it was a bad omen, and the planned action was usually abandoned. A famous story tells of a naval commander, Publius Claudius Pulcher, who, when the sacred chickens refused to eat before a battle in 249 BCE, allegedly had them thrown overboard, exclaiming, "If they won't eat, let them drink." He then proceeded to lose the battle disastrously. Our new platform is done, and I've got the materials that we will need. Right in this chest, this should be all that we need according to the tutorial that I'm looking at, and I will link that in the description below if you want to make this same farm. Hopefully I got everything, but yeah, this is the new area right up here. Good amount of space, at least it should be for what I need to set up here. And if we free cam for a second, this is starting to remind me a little bit of way back in the day when we did the 100 Days Ocean Only world. I had this same sort of design aesthetic, almost like beach party, tiki torch, sort of vacation looking area. That's the vibe I'm starting to get. And yes, I did keep this platform low. I didn't feel like building the tree up just yet, but as we build it up, this is the idea. We'll have this sort of thing spiraling all the way to the top. And then if we do need more space, that's what this whole across the river section is for. But anyway, let's look into how to build this farm. If we come up through this spot here, I'm thinking, do we want collection immediately here as we come up? Or do we want it here so that it's facing what would this be? Perpendicular to us as we come out, because there might just be more space. And I guess you'll see what I mean as we build more of it. So yeah, I guess why don't we say we start over here? I think we have a buffer of 2 blocks and then we need to start the farm. I could put the chest in the ground. And in fact, that's what the tutorial's showing, but I think I'm going to have it all above ground here. And it looks like, to start off, we want a hopper leading into the chest, our dispenser, and actually this is where we make it a little bit difficult because we don't have ground here. Yeah, we'll just do that. So our dispenser, we want facing us with a slab on top of the hopper. And then behind it, this is where we're going to need a redstone clock. And I don't know if I need all this room, but let's just get this set out. So behind the dispenser, we want our comparator facing that way. And then we have 2 repeaters. It looks like it's this way and then this way next to the comparator. We surround that with redstone leading all the way back around. And I will be the first to say I'm not entirely certain what's going on here. The best I can tell, a comparator checks what it's looking at, so I'm guessing every time the dispenser goes off, that will send a redstone pulse back around that leads back to the comparator, and it just kind of, I think the idea here is that it'll continue looping. And you may have guessed, but that's so that if we see eggs inside the dispenser, it'll shoot them out to this area and hopefully hatch new chickens for us. But this is one of those things where I just go by the tutorial and hope that they're right, because I'm not 100% sure what's going on here. So I will just keep following this, doing what it tells me to do. Because yeah, it looks like this will be the area that we have the chickens, which means we're collecting the eggs inside of there. We want area with hoppers over the top. And yes, by the way, these hoppers were very expensive given the limited iron that we have, so there's only 15 left, which isn't super fun, but we could always find more. And plus, there's that village nearby I could run over, and I'm sure there's some iron golems that are just really eager to give up all their iron just for us. Next up, temporary blocks so that we can place glass all the way around where we had those hoppers. Get rid of those, and then we are going to have to take those out. Will they stay? No. Oh, yeah, it's already running because there's something inside the dispenser now. Well, that's good news. Then we want our slabs on top. And then the dangerous part. First of all, let's take these out of here. We need to put the lava in. And the lava goes right in front of the hoppers. So we're going to have to remove this and be ready to place it again very quickly. So it shouldn't be able to get out anywhere, and I'm hoping it's far enough away from the wood that it won't catch on fire. Although I might have turned off fire tick just because that's such an annoying thing. I don't remember. Yeah, let's just hope for the best. Place that there, put that there. We've got our Legion's lava chicken recipe right there. I think that's just about it. Oh wait, it says we also need a block there. Don't know why, but we'll trust it. Oh wait, no. Block here. And I guess that's it. If we free cam, that is our lava chicken farm, and I mean, we just need the guest of honor now. As many chickens as we can fit in here. That'll have to be in the morning. It's, yeah, looking like nighttime. I'll clear out the inventory, and then we'll get this thing loaded up tomorrow. I can almost taste the chicken. I thought when we were on the way to the nether portal, I saw chickens. Or no, I didn't see them. I heard them, but I didn't see them. So let's see if we can find any out here. Whoa, uh-oh. We've got some friends out there that I can see. Yeah, you're a happy guy, aren't you? It's like, yeah, just checking my sights here. I think I got you, but I'm not gonna fire, because I'm afraid. Because you look like an intimidating Roman. This is him saying this stuff to me. I agree with you, I'm very intimidating, but at the same time, I'm just gonna leave you to your business. Live and let live. I hear that chicken again. Oh, hey, buddy. Look what I've got for you. You want to follow me? How would you like to spend the rest of your life in a 3-block area, but not be cooked? No, you're going to produce eggs for me. I'm realizing it's not the best setup to get them up there because I don't think they can climb ladders. They're not that smart. So we might have to just do this the hard way. Build ourselves a little stairway up. Okay, yep, follow me. Right over this way, please. Don't fall down. Yeah, I knew you could do it. Look at that. Keep coming right over. No. Look, you got a stairway. Stop stepping on it. I'm trying to help you get up here. There we go. Right up here. Right in there, please. Yeah, you go. Right in there. Right in there. Hey, there we go. All right, I'm going to go find you a friend. A chicken soulmate. Probably easier to find them over here where there's like not as many trees covering everything up. We've got pigs over here. That's not what we need. Hey, there we go. Ooh, there's a couple. Nice, we got 3 right here. Okay, it's gonna be difficult to get you across the water, but we'll manage. Follow me, my fine feathered friends. Is that a brown mushroom? I didn't know they could grow here. Thought it was either the Nether or Taigas. Learn something new every day. This will actually be good because if we have 4, we can more quickly start breeding them, because I would want a ton, because it takes forever for them to lay enough eggs to like get a meaningful amount of chicken to eat. So the more the better. Will you follow me if I'm in my boat? Yeah, looks like it will very, 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 very slowly. In fact, when you guys want to get in, I might just abandon that idea. Go on, someone jump in the boat. Jump in the boat. Jump, there we go. Okay, you guys, maybe I'll be back. I'm not sure, but that's it. Look at them. That takes so long. I'm not waiting that long. Ah, salmon, look out! That's like our iceberg. The iceberg to our Titanic. Alright, Mr. Chicken, get you out of there. Come on up this way, and I shall introduce you to your new best friend. Right up here. Hey, this one's smart. He's not falling. Good job. And you head right in there. Perfect. You guys can have some seeds. Oh, I get another advancement here too, don't I? Aha, the parrots and the bats. And they lived happily ever after, to watch future generations get eaten by a Roman. The greatest story ever told. Alright, but that's the idea. I am going to continue breeding them every time I'm up here. We need to fill this up quite a bit, because the idea is they lay the eggs, it goes into the hopper, the hoppers lead it into the dispenser, the redstone clock, then anytime an egg is in here, just gets shot out, and the baby chickens should spawn right here. The idea of the farm is that they're going to be too short to be affected by the lava. Oh, there was our first egg. It just happened, so we know it works. That's great. But when they grow up, their hitbox will expand, and of course, sadly, that means they'll touch the lava. Their head gets cooked and the body's still raw, but we get it in here. No, it'll be cooked chicken. And then that, my friends, is infinite food. Alright, so I might spend a little bit of time filling this out, maybe get more chickens, maybe just wait and continue to breed them, grab some more wheat seeds, speed up the process of the baby chickens growing up, all that sort of thing, just to make sure that we have the food running, and by the time we leave it, it'll be running at something like peak capacity. And then once we're confident with this running, it'll be time to move on to next steps, which, yes, I have not even begun to think about what that would entail. So it gives me some thinking time too. All right, I'm going to work on that. I'll see you in a few. I have been having a very rough time with this chicken farm. You may notice it looks a little bit different. Now we have an anvil in there. Very expensive. I had to go get more iron. Essentially, in true Legion fashion, I went and found the tutorial video I wanted to use before I actually checked if it would work in the version I'm playing on, which is 1.21.8. It turns out the one that I was building initially only works, I think, from 1.21.3, before that, something like that. Basically, it didn't work in this version. What was happening was the chickens, as they were standing on the slab, the next egg that came through would hit them, that would launch them into the air, and they would just go into the lava, meaning they would get burnt up before they grew up, which means no chicken for Legion. So I went and found an updated version. This one uses the anvil because, as you can see, they kind of get stuck right there, and even when the eggs come out, they don't even get hit by them. So they get stuck there, that part works, they're not getting launched anymore. I haven't seen one grow up yet though, so we're just waiting to see what happens when one of the chicken grows up. It should still do the same thing, where the hitbox is tall enough that they get cooked. It gets collected. The one thing I didn't change was this was actually a hopper minecart in the video. I'm really hoping I don't have to do that, because that's yet again more iron. But at least now we have a ton of chickens up there. We were able to breed them up. That's looking better. I really hope this works, because like I said, I've wasted like 5 in-game days, something like that, trying to troubleshoot this and just get everything I needed for it. But it's my own fault. I didn't check, the version when I was looking at the tutorial, so I'll put the updated version in my description. And we'll just wait. I want to make sure this works, because that was what was happening. I was just burning baby chickens and not getting any meat that entire time. So there, yeah, another egg just went through. You can see everything's still looking good there. But yeah, I will wait. I'll see at least one grow up, and then if it works, then we can move on to next steps, because, ooh, man, I just wasted a ton of time on this. If somebody doesn't grow up soon, we're gonna run out of room in here. We're getting a lot. Look at all their little chicken feet. I'm losing my mind waiting for it to happen. Mighty Rome toppled by a chicken farm. Hey, there we go. Okay, we just... Please. Okay. So, what happened then? We got the feathers, but not the chicken? Is it because I didn't do the hopper minecart down here? Ooh, boy. Well, I mean, I guess we try a couple more times, but I'm guessing that's probably the case. Which either way means there's more waiting on my part because I need to check if that's the case. If it is the case, I need to get more iron. We need to make a hopper minecart. I need to update the farm again. Whew, okay, we're gonna get this. I'm determined. Either way, I'll let you know. We'll see you again after I've waited for 20 stinking minutes for the chickens to grow up and do this stinking stuff, and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so fortunately, after a little AFK, we are getting cooked chicken. Maybe it just doesn't happen absolutely every time, but as long as it's working, I don't want to have to go and update it again. So I say we just let this run for a while now. It's working, we're happy, I'm happy. Once we run out of bread, we'll move on to cooked chicken. It's finally working. That was super stressful. I was like, oh, we're done, everything's great, and then all that started happening. So yeah, I need to go like take a walk or something, clear my head. These chickens nearly broke me. But not today. Oh boy. Alright, I'm glad we're done with that. I'm gonna take a little break and then we'll see what we're doing next. You know what might not be a bad idea? Particularly because we're going to be doing a lot more of this, building canopies with leaves, and I don't know if this will actually be the top of the tree or if it'll go higher. In fact, I'm feeling kind of silly using a natural tree to start because everything below this point, which yes, I rose this up, or I built it up a little bit higher, it's all new. None of that is original tree, so I'm feeling a little bit silly about that. But it's fine. Anyway, do you know what might come in handy? I could just continue to use tons of shears to collect leaves. I could also get like a silk touch hoe, which once again might seem silly considering we have still mainly stone stuff, a little bit better in the pickaxe variety, but moving straight onto a diamond hoe with silk touch might seem a little bit silly, but we're going to use a lot of leaves. Now also on that note, I have been accused of relying on villagers far too much. Well, what can I say? That's the game mechanic I like. I have always said I think that enchanting tables are just kind of garbage. They're really hard to use. I don't like it. But that being said, I should probably try to use them every once in a while, right? Just to make sure I know what's going on and just, give myself a little bit of a challenge. So what if we tried that? Getting a diamond hoe, an enchanting table, get silk touch on that, then maybe if we can manage that part, then we go grab ourselves a mending villager or, something just so it never breaks. Oh, also, by the way, if you have a keen eye, you might have noticed that this changed a little bit. These things right here, if we look in JEI right here, jungle roof. That's what I used to kind of round out the tree a little bit. Before, it was the jungle plank roof, because it was just a bit easier to make. But it also didn't really fit in that well, so I did replace them with this jungle roof. More expensive, but I also kind of just missed that these existed. I just think this looks better, because if we, once again, move back, it just blends in with the wood itself a little bit better. So that's my note on that. I also threw some of the stone here at the mine entrance just to make it look a little bit nicer. So I was doing a bunch of stuff when I was trying to figure out these stinking chickens. So those are the updates. I do think I'll work towards this silk touch hoe so we can get all the leaves that we need, but once again, we'll probably need another platform. I could just do the enchanting table right in the middle of the bedroom, but I kind of don't want to. I want to keep building platforms. I'm enjoying that. So maybe we build one up here. I could even build like a stairway that leads around the tree and connects all these platforms up. Then we build our third platform up here. We get an enchanting table set up. And then we see if we can get that diamond hoe. Working through it all in my mind, does that make sense as far as like order of operations? Is that going to work? I certainly hope so, but it's a good thing I planted this earlier because we've already been collecting sugarcane for books. But you will notice we haven't gotten cows yet, so that could be an issue. So do we get cows first? Do we build the platform first? Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, also, I assume I may get comments about this when I said it earlier. When I was building this, I said I didn't know why we had this block. It came to me later. What's actually happening is the dispenser here, the comparator checks when an egg goes into the dispenser. That sets off the redstone signal around here, and then it hits this repeater, which powers this block, which powers the dispenser, which shoots out the egg. So that's actually why this block is here. It needs the repeater to power it, to shoot off the dispenser and launch the egg into here. That's my thought anyway. Let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Anyway, I think as far as order goes, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open it up back here and build a little like pathway, stairway that hugs the back of this and leads over to my bedroom. That way we can build a platform out here, and then one of the walkways will lead up to our new platform that we build up here, and another one will lead straight across when we go over the river, which I really hope we're going to do because I've been mentioning a lot, and if we don't end up having time for it, I'm going to feel silly. But that's okay. Let's grab some spruce wood. And I want to make these kinds of things, but in spruce. Man, I really love these rope bridges, but I haven't gone and collected a ton of string yet. Eventually I will. That'll be what goes over the river most likely. For now, we'll just do the spruce bridge. So lots of slabs, lots of fence. Okay, well, wait a minute. Yeah, you use these to make the stairs. That should be fine. Get a bunch of those. Ooh, boy, that was maybe more than I needed. But we will need a lot of these. Let's do that. Okay, that should be good. I haven't really looked at it at night either. If we do this from the safety of our bedroom, that's looking pretty good. You can tell we haven't done anything up there because it's not lit up yet. The glowberries are starting to grow, which is nice. I'll need to get some bone meal for these ones. But that is looking pretty good. I like it. All right, bedtime. And by the way, this is the reason we're doing it. Every time I'm in the bedroom, I have to go like this, climb down, get stuck in vines, get all the way down here, climb back up this side, get over to this one, and it's just kind of a pain. So instead, how do we want to do this? Maybe just nice and easy, quick turn right here. Break through this stuff. I see a Skeletron out there. Better keep his distance. Don't mess with the Legion. I remember these being a little bit squirrely. I'm hoping this doesn't become an issue, because like, for example, if I place you here, that is too low. So I want to place it up here. That looks good. And then I think, can I just click? Yeah, and then it goes to the front. Okay, good. That'll make it easier. Now, how do I turn it? Oh, wait, you know what? I think I might remember. Because I think it doesn't matter which way... Well, let's test. Oh, no, it does. You can do it just like that. What I was going to say is you have these pliers. That comes with Macaw's bridges. You right-click on a bridge to make an entrance. Works only for 2+ wider bridges. Ah, okay. So if we do 2+ wider, which we will eventually, we need this to make an entrance and to, like, I think change configuration such as this if you're turning it. So let's continue this up. That is clearly not what I meant. Well, how am I supposed to do that then? How would I... Because if I click here, it just goes on top. That doesn't make any sense. Don't tell me I need to, like... Ugh, I have to build myself over here, step on this, do... that. Well, no, that's not going to work either because it's backwards. How do I do this? I think I remember this last time I used these being like super annoying. Am I missing something? Because I think probably what we'll have to do is this, and then that, and then get rid of what's beneath it, which again, super annoying. We're also going through the leaves, trimming the edges, just like me da and his da before him. Oh no, I broke it. Stop doing accents, you're losing it. Poorly, I should add. Doing accents poorly. Oh, yeah, what a pain. This is gonna be awful. Gotta go bloop, and then you gotta go bloop, and then it's facing the wrong way. Why won't you face... It doesn't matter which way I'm facing. Why won't this do what I want it to do? Okay, there we go. We don't need to go that much higher. In fact, I think it's just one block higher. So we'll put one there, we'll do this, we'll do that. We try to break that, and then if we put one here and there, it changes. Got it, okay. That makes more sense. It's all coming together. There and... Nope, no. There? No, but I want it to... Why did that work before? Oh, whoa, weird. I broke it, and it fixed itself. There we go, I guess. Looks a little bit precarious. How does it join up? I guess I could do... No, I don't like that. Can I just do something like that? A little bit awkward how it's set up, but that will have to do. Okay, now we've got, at least got a way around. We can just run right from one to the other. Kind of hidden in there. You'd barely notice, but I like that. If I could get the hang of these bridges, this is such a cool addition. Almost seems like it should be like a vanilla type thing. Really nice looking. Alright, but we'll do the same thing. We'll figure it out on this side. We'll build another platform up here. We'll get it connected up. Then we should have an enchanting area. Platform build mode. We sort of precariously were able to build a stairway up this way. That is like a real pain trying to get that used to just how these work. I'm sure it's easy once you get the hang of it, but this is now giving me a bit of a problem. I'm trying to do a platform, but sort of offset. It's easy if you're just doing it centered to the tree, but a little bit offset, that is, that's giving me some problems. We're about to find out if it worked, especially when the bridge is coming in at a weird angle too like this. But let's just fill it in and see if we can work with this. And if it's big enough for an enchanting table. Okay, so overall look, I think that's good. It's actually looking a bit more like lived in now. Just with additional platforms and these things. These actually really help, the bridges and the bridge stairs and all that sort of thing. As far as size, this is an 11 by an 11, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be the center right there. So crafting table, bookshelves far away. They would come out to like here, maybe. So yeah, that should be plenty of room, I would think. All right, let's do a little bit around the edges with kind of like we did before. I'm trying to switch it up a little bit each time, so I did oak roof. You'll notice that on the first one, I did the jungle plank one. This one is spruce. I actually like that more because it contrasts with the floor, which is why I'm doing it again with this. We're going to do oak on this one. And then also little bits of difference where this one is more open air and it's got the fences and leaves on the side. This one is covered by a tree canopy. I was thinking this one, since we're going to be trying to get more and more leaves, it'll be almost like the canopy, but I want to do more of a regular dome and then trapdoors over the top of that. But we'll need the hoe first anyway to get tons of leaves, so we'll talk about that as we get closer to it. For now, I only got 2 of these oak roof things. I want to just see how it looks and make sure that I like it. And then, assuming that looks good, which it does, I like that. We're going to fill the rest of these out, get some fences, get it all secure and safe so I don't take a legionary plunge off the side unintentionally. And then we can actually check into getting an enchanting table. I haven't done any of that stuff yet, like get cows. Where are we going to put cows? Oh man, there's a lot to do. Okay, let's get to work. That looks pretty good to me. Yeah, like I said, this is really filling out. This is starting to look good to me. I've mentioned it before, but always at the start of a build, like earlier when I just had this sort of mess down here. Ooh, I dropped a glowberry, gotta get that. But that just, I go, oh, this is gonna turn out terrible. This isn't looking very good. But then you just keep building and eventually it starts to come together. It's still a bit hodgepodge because we're not finished. And I only did the bottom half of this. We are gonna cover it, like I said. But for now, that's enough. I like how this is turning out. We need, as our next task, not only an enchanting table, which requires a book. I forgot about the diamonds. I thought it was only 1. So yeah, expensive stuff there, but also we need lots of bookshelves. Also lots of books. So obviously we need leather, we need cows, we gotta figure that out. But something I didn't look up, because once again, I am not familiar with enchanting table stuff. I wanna go check. I'm gonna research it, make sure I can actually get Silk Touch. And also how many bookshelves I need for like a full max level enchanting setup. Okay, done and done. It seems like you can get Silk Touch, so that shouldn't be a problem. And then it says you need exactly 15 bookshelves around the enchanting table. Okay, 15 bookshelves, which is what? Oh my goodness, 45 books. So 45 pieces of leather, at least 45 cows, lots of paper. Oh boy, we're gonna be busy. I just thought of this too. I never planted anything. We don't have wheat to entice cows over here. See, this is why there's just like things you do early game, and I didn't do them, and now we're paying for it. Well, I mean, would it be a little cute, little quirky and relatable if I did another pathway around here and just planted a garden on the top of this tree canopy? That might not be bad. Just a small one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's grab some dirt and our seeds. Oh yeah, I was feeding the chickens. I don't have a lot of seeds. Okay, I'm gonna be busy for just a little bit here. I'm gonna gather dirt, gonna gather seeds, gonna get some water, gonna set up a little area up there, gonna get a pathway leading across. Let me just get a lot of that set up and then we'll bring you back in. That's looking pretty good. We essentially just, the top layer of leaves I covered with trapdoors to give it sort of like an enclosure. Then we've got the fence, the tiki torches. It's a bit small. It's only 3 out from the water source instead of 4, but I'm not too worried about that. We could always do this on additional canopies as we move up the tree. It connects from the platform that's going to be the enchanting table area, which I actually really like the idea of this, where you, as you spiral up the tree, you can continue to build a second platform on top of the platform's roof as you go. I just think that's a really neat idea. I like how it turned out. It's lit up. We need to make a pretty sad stone hoe here. But don't worry, soon enough. Diamond Silk Touch Hoe. I did not collect additional seeds yet, so for now, we're just kind of planting what we've got. I will go get more. I'd rather just have this full, not mess around. But look at this, this is cool. Just connects everything up. One thing I was thinking, as we continue to go up, this is going to take forever to spiral our way all the way down. So another addition eventually that I want in the middle of the tree, or maybe on the front. I'm not sure yet, 100%. But I'd love to get water elevators put in, because I think that would just not only be an improvement on time, it would take a lot shorter to just go zoom and shoot all the way up to the top. But it might look kind of nice too, especially if they were visible somewhere. I'm not quite sure yet. But anyway, let's grab some seeds, we'll finish up the farm, then we can figure out what we want to do with cows, because I don't actually think they're going to be up in the tree. We'll probably just make something off to the side here. Also got to keep up with this. Got to do the chores, citizen. Alright, give me some more seeds. How many would we need for that plot? Like 40-ish, I think? Or am I doing the math wrong? I don't know. This would probably be easier if we went back over to the plains, but I've already started over here. Or sparse jungle, whatever it was. There we go. That's over 40. Finish up here, and then that's probably enough. enough. Oh boy, am I going to be able to make this jump over the ravine? Latch onto the vines. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Nice. I am the ultimate gamer. Back up our... Nope, I'm going the wrong way. Back up our spirals. This way, then we go back around. Twisty-turvy, topsy-turvy, and then fill in the rest of this, and then realize I should have checked for bone meal down there, because for the time being, really all we need is one piece of wheat, because then we could at least get cows over here. I've got the 15 bones. Well, shouldn't need that much. Oh, I forgot about those dogs too. If we run into those again, we've got the bones. Okay, so let's say you're the lucky one. Oh, only took 2. We've got our piece of wheat. We'll also do this while I've got the bone meal. Get a couple there. Bingo. And Bluey. I will get a fence set up, and then the hunt for cows begins. Thinking of getting cows further away, and I always forget that this has been updated, that you don't need slime for leads anymore, even though, also, I did forget we actually picked up some slime, so it wouldn't have mattered. We had some. Even so, let's make 2 leads. This string has really come in handy. That way, we don't have to do the whole boat thing again. I didn't think about that with the chickens. I mean, we're still going to use the boat. Because I remember over there, we saw pigs, and chickens actually, which makes me think there probably would be cows. I know we passed some, I just don't remember where it was. So if we can get them on leads, it shouldn't be an issue to get them back here. Which means the whole thing with the wheat, yeah, that was completely unnecessary. But also, I mean, we're gonna need it anyway to breed the cows, so maybe it's a good thing we did it. I just didn't need to actually bring any with me. Oh well. Oh goodness, got a little ravine happening here. Oh, of course, there's a cow right on the other side of the massive ravine. Yep, not shocking. Can there be 2 cows, please? There's one here. Hello. Aha, hello friend. You are coming with me. And your other bovine friend. Don't fall into any holes, please. There's that village. What are they doing over there? Not paying my taxes. Contributing to the legions. Ugh. Makes you sick, doesn't it? They're breaking the leads. Just, come on. Get a move on. Let's go. Talking through my plan with them, and they're going, what do you mean you need leather? What does that have to do with us? Don't you worry your curly little horns about it, my friends. I'm pretty sure you could also lead boats, as in you can attach a lead to a boat and drag it behind you, so if I wanted to, I could probably try to get them into a boat and do that, but honestly, look at this. That's like way better than the chickens. They're trying to get away, they don't want to come with, but, well, it's happening anyway, isn't it? That's what you get for grazing pasture land near my treehouse, I guess? Yeah, we'll try to spin it that way. Okay, come on, friends. Got you a lovely little pen set up right over here. Right over here. There we go. Yep, right underneath this platform. That means you have protection from the rain, because I am considerate. There you go. Everybody happy. Mostly me, though. Alright, I'm going to collect some wheat, and then I'll be back, and... Ooh, actually, what was that thing called? Feeding trough? I don't think I have that. I might add that. Hold on, I'm gonna add a new mod real quick, if it's available on this version. Nope, it didn't work. I tried a newer version, 1.21.10, which wouldn't work with 1.21.8, and for some reason they don't have a 1.21.8, which is a little bit stinky, but that's okay. I was trying to get the animal feeding trough so I could just drop it in here with a ton of wheat and they would auto-breed. It's just so much easier, but it just means we'll have to do it manually, which is fine. We're used to that. So, I think I will take a couple days. Well, actually, I could make a composter, speed this up a little bit, couldn't I? Got lots of saplings. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm going to just spend a little bit of time off camera breeding the cows. After the wheat grows, check in if I can get bone meal maybe. Use that to speed up the wheat growing, because this is kind of slow. And then we'll be one step closer to our enchanting table and our diamond hoe. Probably more than that, by the way. I think it's not. We're not going to stop there. That's just the first thing that I want. Alright, see you in a bit. Look at that, there's a kitty cat in a tree. An ocelot. Ooh, it's doing the stretch. And yes, I'm still working on all of this. Things are moving along though, and I may or may not have gotten a bit impatient with the size of this farm, and because, you know, it's respectable, but, you know, that's a little bit more respectable down there, so I just added all of that on the side by the water, just because, you know, it's a bit limited up here, so extra farm at the back over there. and that should help us get a move on. So we're making progress, but I think I'm just going to spend the rest of these 10 days doing the work to, you know, expand on our cows a bit. And then I would imagine in the next 10 days, we can probably finish our enchanting setup and probably get the first enchanted item. It may be optimism, but I think we've got it. I shall see you in the next 10 days. You know, it's just possible that we would need an ender pearl for something. I don't know what. Oh, we just let one out. Oh, well. And this guy's just sitting over here, so I figure if the cows can move... Here. Oh, cows, come over here. You, since you're just, you know, hanging out and apparently interested in getting in a boat for me. There we go. Are you interested in giving me an ender pearl? Hey, you are. Look at that. You never know. We might need one. Anyway, I think we're approaching a peak capacity. Well, not really, but anyway, I think we're having enough cows to probably start harvesting leather soon. And it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm impatient and want to start moving forward. This is looking really good over here. I'm almost at the point where I could just go nuts, like walk down this, go and just take it all out without having to worry about some that aren't grown. Plus, I think we are now over 2 stacks of sugarcane. Yeah, I definitely think we move on very soon, which means, yeah, there we go. 2 stacks and a quarter. Oh man, I'm stupid again. How many times have you heard that? Remember us trying to get all that hay earlier? We had 48 hay bales still. I completely missed that. Literally just realized it. Oh man. We're not gonna let that bother us. I'm sure some of you already commented letting me know that, and I just completely missed it. You know what? Let's see if we can do this without... Well, maybe if I shift, then I can just hit a certain level. Ooh, it's very close. See the hitbox difference? If I hold it right here and just go like that. Oh yeah, I think that's working. No, I'm missing. No, I'm missing. Up. Want to keep the ones that aren't grown yet. Close enough. Yeah, I've decided. We're gonna do this harvest, then I'm gonna go start collecting leather, which is probably the kindest way I can say that. And then we're gonna get this enchanting area set up, and hopefully not spend forever trying to get Silk Touch. But I was thinking too, we found 2 spawners, I think, already, the spider and the zombie one. So that's not a terrible little XP farm type of setup. Already ready to go. Already ready. Ah, what a beautiful morning. The time has come, my bovine friends. One last round of breeding. I cannot close this thing. No. Alright, that guy's first to go, the one that escaped. Not allowed. But once we've got all of this in, I think we'll be good. Where'd you go? There you are. Yep. The adult population has to go. It sounds so morbid. And he gave me no leather. 3 raw beef and no leather. Just fantastic. Also, we don't have sheep. I was just thinking I'd like to get some carpet for this so I could jump over. And actually, we could probably do that with the moss, couldn't we? 4 moss. Is it just this? Yeah, I can get some carpet. Okay. It's just so much easier. They stop escaping that way. Just put this right on top of there. No more opening the gates. We just jump over. They can't. Much easier. Alright, here we go. Please forgive me, but this is your purpose. Why does it have to be in front of the children? Oh, the humanity. And it's over. That's it. Whoop, no. Hold on. Oh yeah. We got 21 leather. It's a good starting point, and now we have to wait for all of them to grow up. We'll do breeding again and repeat the process, but I think, didn't we need like 45? Oh boy. Well, may as well not let the raw beef go to waste. Well, I mean, we're definitely doing chicken, but I'm gonna get some extra charcoal and a smoker. There we go, 1 smoker. We will put that right up there. Throw this in, and I'll just use some of my charcoal. There we go. So we'll cook it up. I'm not going to use it. I did not go through all the trouble of getting these cooked chicken to not use them. And we're up to 22. Not too bad. Only 2 bread left. We're going to move on to this if we run out in here because it's not the fastest thing in the world. Also, I did just breed them, so it should speed up pretty soon. But if we happen to run out, now we have a backup. We'll have some steak. Beauteous. Okay, now the point of all of that was so we could make ourselves some paper, which of course allows us to make books. Hey, look at that. Perfect amount. 21 books. We only need 1 for our enchanting table, so we can make that. But I'm going to need some more obsidian. Good note, good note. 2 diamonds. Let's run over to the nether portal, grab the obsidian that we need. I was thinking too about ultimately, like, what are we trying to do at the end of this 100 days? The obvious one is finishing our base, but we haven't beaten the Ender Dragon in a long time, and I even saw a comment a few videos back where someone was like, you know, what's the point of having 100 days if you don't even beat the Ender Dragon? Because I don't always do it, I just, you know, it's not always the goal of a video. What are your thoughts on that? Like, should I always be aiming to beat the Ender Dragon by the end of these? Or does it not really matter? That's kind of what I'm thinking of. Should I try to do that by the end or not? I'm just not sure yet. I don't want to get rid of all of this. Also, there's already obsidian here. Maybe if we... Ow! Block this off. Keep some lava over there in case I need it. Put this right here. That should do it. Let's collect this and that. Now we could actually get those gold blocks too. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I think that's all I needed, but we're here. May as well grab a couple extra. Don't know what I'd need it for, but just in case. And also you two. Thank you very much. Usually there's only one. Pretty lucky that they gave us two. Oh, also, these we can use for, whatchamacallits, water elevators. We would need soul sand as well. And I think we need the nether for that. Take back our water. Got enough of that now. Looking good. Head back. Now we can make our enchanting table. And last piece of bread. So before we do that, it's chicken time. All this pays off. Yay. I just saw one. Does that mean... Yes. Oh, look at that. We're getting more. It's still working. This is when they're all growing up. This is... Yeah, that warms my heart. Seeing chickens turned into food. Anyway, we can now make our enchanting table with 4 obsidian, 2 diamonds, 1 book. We're finally good to go on that. And then it's the more difficult part. We need 15 bookshelves. And currently we can get 6, which, I mean, I think we can get a start with that, but it's not enough. I could run over to the village and see if they have bookshelves in a house. I would only get books from them because we don't have Silk Touch, which is kind of the problem. But for now, let's get 6 bookshelves and at least get this area established, which is up here. We want to get rid of that. The enchanting table will go right in the center, which I believe is right here. Does that look right? Yeah. Boop. Ooh, fancy. You can tell I never use this because I'm kind of like always blown away that it follows you and the pages turn. Really looks cool. It's just, yeah, you know, not my favorite thing to do. So we put bookshelves surrounding it. That is as far as we can get for now. And if we look... Oh, lapis! I completely forgot about lapis. Did we pick any of that up yet? Why didn't you tell me when we were in the mine, citizen? We could have been looking out for it. No. I picked up precisely 0 lapis. Okay, well, I mean, now we know what we're doing while we wait for the cows to continue growing up. Speaking of, before we go, we'll do this, and then we'll head to the mine. I'm guessing we probably saw lapis down here and just didn't care because like I said, I typically don't use it because I don't do enchanting tables. Am I crazy? I mean, am I crazy about enchanting tables? Does anybody agree with me on that? I feel like I'm the only one that doesn't ever really use them. All right, what do we got? What do we got? I also don't know the ideal Y level for lapis. Fortunately, all the lighting up we did last time has paid off, and it's pretty quiet down here. But at the same time, I don't immediately see lapis just sticking out of the walls everywhere. Bummer. We're at Y level -38 right now. I thought that was like a decent spot for it. Also, by the way, we haven't tried the chicken yet. Nom 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 nom. Ooh, savory. Could use some salt. Seriously? Not one piece of lapis exposed anywhere? Oh, geez. Okay, yep. Haven't lit up that part. And I didn't bring my bow and 2 arrows, so not like it matters. Although I could probably make more now with all those feathers. Yeah, you want to come over here where you're not next to all your friends? Thank you. I wish you could pick up all the arrows that are on the ground there. Because, I mean, they're just sitting there asking to be used, and I can't pick them up. Got those. Yeah, I'm not going in there. Look at all that. No thanks, I'm good. I just looked it up. Apparently Y level 0 to 15 is ideal. I did not know that. So maybe we head up a little bit further. This is apparently a good level right here. And this is also right around where that lush cave was. So let's have a look around here. Which one were you? Spider spawner? Maybe we should grab string while we're here too. Hello? Lapis. Hello? We'll take the iron. We can grab some of this too, because then we can hopefully get some flint and make our own arrows. Seems very plebeian having to do this. I usually just buy them. I acquire them from the plebs. Ooh, okay. Yeah, never stand on gravel when you're mining it. I kind of forgot that one. It worked out, don't worry, as he stands on gravel. I was also hoping by doing this I would expose some lapis behind it, but so far, no luck. Keep exposing iron, though. More redstone. Hey, there we go. I was trying to save my diamond pickaxe, but it was driving me nuts mining with, the stone pickaxe, so I just switched, and that's where the luck was, apparently. Ooh, boy. All right. 49. That's probably good, but let's just see if there's any more around here. Seems to be a lucky spot. Got a little cave here, and look what I see. I think this should be plenty. Overstack? Overstack. Yep, we're happy. Let's get out of here. All right, let's do some organizing. Cooking up the iron. Let's head back up to, well, I guess we could check the cows first. And then we'll go up to the enchanting table, just make sure that it actually works. Oh, look at all you, all grown up. Make lots of babies. All right, that should do. Now, does it give me the option to enchant with this few of bookshelves? If I put lapis in there, let's just say the diamond pickaxe for now. Okay, it works. Unbreaking, efficiency, unbreaking 2. I mean, that wouldn't even be bad. But it's also not why we're here. Now, I guess also, out of curiosity, when I was looking up stuff earlier, I think it said if you, like, cut off the enchanting table from seeing bookshelves like this, and then you put it back, it can change out the enchantments that you see? Is that true? No, those look exactly the same. Maybe that was an older version? I don't know. So that means we're probably going to need a grindstone too. That way we enchant something. If we don't like it, we can use the grindstone to take it off, and then we can try to re-enchant it. And that, we need a stone slab. I think I got... yeah, I've got stone. There we go. Get ourselves one of these. And then I think what I'll do, I'm going to take, 5 minutes to let the cows get ready to breed again. I will do that one more time. Then we'll go through another slaughter fest. Get some more leather, see how many bookshelves we can get. Once it's at a higher level, then we'll make the diamond hoe. We'll start trying to enchant that. Then we can finish up that enchanting platform. Don't know why I said it like that. Platform. We'll put the new dome canopy over the top of that. Then we could think about finishing the tree, or potentially going to get mending maybe from a villager. I'm not sure yet. That's the plan. All right, I think we're ready to go again. Look away, citizen. See, nothing happened at all. They just, they all shrank. That's what happened. Shrunk? They all shrank? I don't know. And with that, if we get more paper, we should be able to do... ooh, perfect. Perfect amount of paper. It happened again. That's great. 26 books. That's 28. How many did we have up there? I don't remember, but we can get 9 more. There we go, 9 more bookshelves. I think we can also safely now get our diamond hoe, which once again might seem like a waste considering we're still using pretty much all stone tools. But you gotta trust the process, or the madness, whichever one you choose to believe is going on here. Diamond hoe. Okay, so we had 6, we've got 9 more. Wait, is that perfect? I think that's perfect. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's max level, isn't it? Will it tell us? Like, if we put this in level requirements 28, maybe, I wonder, like, do these two not count? Because shouldn't it say level 30 on there? I didn't even look. What'd they say? Unbreaking, efficiency, unbreaking 3. So not what we want, but also we need more levels. I know somebody that's going to be spending time at the spider farm. Well, I say farm. More like spider spawner, just taking them out. Alright, so we need more levels. Wouldn't hurt to get a couple extra bookshelves, because I think a couple of these might not be counted. And now I can't pick them back up because I'll destroy them. No matter. Actually, you know what? I'm going to need to do this a lot, I'm sure. We're going to have to head back down there, get experience from the spider spawner or the zombie one, whatever. It's kind of a pain running up and down there, and I keep talking about these water elevators. Why don't we at least get a water elevator leading up and down from one of the spawners? That way we can quickly go get experience, quickly come back. I think we're going to need to be, going back and forth quite a bit. And that's just going to make things so much easier. Let's put the grindstone down up here just so we've got it. We have most of what we need. Like I said earlier, I think the only thing we're missing is a bit of soul sand. Because we have magma blocks, we have kelp, which is something we'll also need, and we'll go over that in a minute. Bone meal would be nice. Maybe I make an auto composter or something for all these seeds I'm picking up. Yeah, we could probably fit one right here. Again, it always feels like a little bit of a waste of iron to do this, but we've been having pretty good luck finding it, so I guess I'm not too worried. Let's get, 2 hoppers, I believe. Back down to 9 iron, that's fine. Get ourselves a composter right there, and then we'll take a bit out of the floor right there. That way we can put a chest here, a hopper leading into that chest right there. Composter on top of that, hopper on top of that, chest up there. Take out all of our seeds we've been collecting, throw them in the top chest. That automatically gets composted. I'm explaining it because I always do, but I know you've seen this 100 times. We do this all the time, but it's just super useful. So that'll help when we're making our water elevators. It is raining, which I guess is the perfect excuse to go to the nether, as much as I hate to say it. Repair the sword. Oh, that's why I didn't have the bow. I actually used it on that dispenser earlier. So we'll make a new bow. We have 4 arrows, but now we have 17 flint and a little over a stack of feathers. And we're getting some cooked chicken back, which is good to see. Which should mean, if we go to recipe for arrows, yeah, now we can make our own, which, yeah, that's going to be much better. Full stack? Full stack, please? Full stack. Perfect. Okay, so, like I said, we have magma block, kelp, we're getting bone meal. More bone meal, I should say. We need to run to the nether, grab, well, let's see, 1, 2, at least 2, maybe 3 bits of soul sand for our elevator, our water elevator. And actually, it's a real pain to run over there. Should we make like a bridge leading back here? We probably should, shouldn't we? Yeah, okay, give me a minute. I'm gonna make a bridge maybe leading from the farm, just right here, straight across over the treetops or through them. That leads to the nether portal. Make it easier for us. There we go. This should connect it up. If we free cam, you'll see that I just took a little turn right here by the farm. That goes straight across, and it actually really neatly just gets right in the center of the nether portal. So that's pretty good. Much easier to get over here now. We can just go across all the trees, all the top of it, instead of having to run through all of that. Much better. Okay, so just a little bit of soul sand. What could go wrong? We should be fine, right? Famous last words. Oh boy. Excuse me, friend. Yeah, excuse me. Why are you all gathering in here? Is there any soul sand? Oh, there's a ghast visible immediately. That's very helpful, thank you. But I came prepared, sucker. Aha! Oh, I bounced it back, but I didn't hit him. Aha! Oh, that counted as return to sender. Sweet! That's right, Major League Gamer here. I don't see any, soul sand. Not great. Let's make some more torches so we've got what we need for a trail to lead us back here as we go looking around a little bit. And we'll just do this. Breadcrumbs as torches. Torch breadcrumbs? I don't know. You know what I mean. Ooh, okay. Well, we're not looking for that, but we've apparently found another fortress if we need it. I got some netherrack to bridge with, and of course I hear a second ghast. There you are. Are you coming over here, or can I? Because I wanted to bridge over this way. Yeah, stay where you are. Don't need any of that. Just broke a pickaxe, but I think I just saw something encouraging. I don't need that many. Well, encouraging and discouraging, because look at that. That's exactly what we need. But also, look what's guarding it. Wonderful. Don't think it's no... Oh, one. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Oh, I hate that noise. Yeah, just leave me be. Just want to get over there and collect some. I actually don't remember if you can use both soul sand and soul soil. I'm really hoping you can. Oh, hey, buddy. I should have brought that gold armor that we had with me. Oh, they're both right next to each other. Okay. Don't notice me, please. I'm just here for this one thing. Look at that. Look at that. We're good. I think we're good. Let's grab a bunch more just in case. Yep. All right, we got plenty. Out of curiosity, is there a dried ghast over here? I don't really need one. And we could always come back. I don't see anything. They'd usually be right around there. Yeah, I think I'm in the version that has it. I don't know. This is a very exciting area, and I'm not super ready for exciting just yet. So we're gonna leave it. We can come back. I came for the soul sand. I got it. We're happy. Let's go home. Oh, no. Leave me alone. I'm just trying to go home. Yep. Don't want to disturb you. No. Excuse me. Pardon me, fella. There we go. Back home we go. Why does it always have to be night when I come home? Well, I guess we could just sleep on a tree. Who doesn't enjoy that? Oh, much better. Beautiful. All right, inventory clear out. Keep a bit of that on me. The rest can go in here. We got 13 bone meal. Wait, was that 13? It's hard to tell. 18 total now, it looks like, from the seeds, which is always good to see. It's not going to be enough, but time will also help with this. But essentially, what I have to do now, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to line up the way I like, but we have to go to the spider spawner, take the coordinates, and then dig down from up here at the coordinates of the spider spawner down there. That way, we can get what we need for our water elevators. And this is what I'm talking about. This is just a real pain, having to bounce up and down these every time I needed to go get experience, or would have needed experience. Which way was it? This way, I think? Yeah, here it is. Okay, so if we want to very easily come up and down from here, we want to say maybe right around here we'll have our water elevators. Okay, I took the 2 coordinates for right here and right here. I'm hoping that will be fine. I don't know what it looks like up top, obviously. But we need to dig a shaft basically from there and here that leads all the way down to this point. Then we'll use these for the water elevators, and yeah, hopefully it all goes well. Let's head up and just see where those 2 points are at, because that's the big question. Alright, back up. Already it's not seeming ideal because it looks like we've got it on the other side of this ravine over here. So that's the cows right there. We're having to go across. And I'm standing on one of the spots right here. So free cam, we are right beneath that tree. There's the tree house. I mean, I guess we could build another bridge that just leads us right over here. Or I could clear out some of these trees and then same thing, build a pathway that leads over. Yeah, I think it is probably time for a cinematic. I'm going to clear out some of these trees. I'm going to get myself an easier way over here. Then we will dig our way down to the point that we need to get to. And I'll probably end up bringing you back in when we're ready to install the water elevator mechanics itself. Alright, wish me luck. Good luck, Past Legion. Here's a quick Roman fact while we knock out the new pathway. The broader term for the practice of using birds as omens was augury, or auspicium, meaning looking at birds. This involved observing the flight patterns, cries, and species of wild birds, especially eagles and vultures. The direction a bird flew in the designated sacred area was crucial for determining if the gods were favorable, or auspicious, or unfavorable, inauspicious. The sacred chickens were just a specialized, more convenient form of this general practice. And there we go, we are down here at the bottom of what will be a water elevator. I put these fence gates here to stop water from coming out because what we need to do is go into each one and take out a block. Oh, no way! Taking out that block, and we find a diamond. I love that. Perfect, perfect. Now, one of these is going to be going up and one is going to be going down. Doesn't really matter which one is which. We just need our magma block and soul sand. We'll say on this side, we're going to do the magma block, and I'm just realizing I don't actually think I want to do that yet. I think, though, we can start with soul sand. The reason for that is we need something that we can actually plant kelp on, and I don't think you can plant kelp on a magma block. Can I plant it on moss? Because I didn't bring any dirt with me. Let's just check this real quick. So if I put water there, it shouldn't be able to get out, which is good. Can I plant kelp on it? Yes, I can. Okay, so that's good. Can I plant kelp on this one? Yes, I can. Perfect. Now the reason we need the kelp is because any time that kelp grows through flowing water, it turns it into a water source block. And the reason that's important is because this won't work unless every block from here all the way to the top is a water source block. And I don't want to use my bucket going source block, source block, source block, source block the whole way up. So all we have to do is put one on the bottom, one on the top. The water that flows down will touch the one at the bottom, and then kelp will grow up all the way to the top. And that will turn everything into source blocks. And yes, I'm sure many of you know this already. I just like to explain it in case anybody hasn't done this before, because that's how I learned how to do this, was watching videos where somebody took the time to explain it. I also only brought one water bucket like an absolute fool, but there's probably water down here. In fact, that's water, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to find a couple bits of water down here. We'll fill that in. Oh, look at this. I forgot about that. Perfect. We'll do the two down here. We will plant our kelp. So one there, one here. Once this one grows all the way through, all we have to do is replace that moss block with our magma block, and then we should be good to go. So this will take some time. I'm going to head back up and drop the water at the two top portions of it, I should say. And then once I've done that, it's basically just a waiting game and running back and forth with bone meal. So I'll probably do most of that off camera, but we are getting really close to very quick access to our spider farm, which, as a reminder, the whole point of that was so we can get experience to do this enchanting table. I haven't forgotten. I just get very easily distracted. So grab some more water. Oh, yeah, and you probably saw this in time-lapse, but I think this looks really good. I got a lot of these, like, path blocks, and that's more from Macaw's mods, but then I did the, shovel path dirt thing. That leads from the mine entrance to the entrance to the treehouse, wraps around here. Once again, you probably saw this already, but just in case you didn't, it goes right over that ravine and leads to the spot where we're going to have these water elevators. I just, I didn't want to have to run through the jungle every time I wanted to get over there. I wanted something nice and official, and plus, this looks nice. I think it adds a lot to just the surrounding area. So look at that. I love it. And then if we put these here, or actually, do I need that? I might just drop the water right here. Then that will flow all the way down. We have to do the other one as well. There we go. And then really, it's just a waiting game. In fact, can I use free cam to go look down there real quick? We go, whoa, all the way way down. I don't think the water is falling that quickly. But yeah, oh no, I can. Is the water all the way down? I think it is, yeah. So let's just confirm that the kelp is actually going to grow through that water. But once it does, like I said, waiting game and bone meal. Either way, I will wait for a bit. I'll let you know when this works. And actually, what would be smarter is I should just spend some time at the spider spawner down there getting experience while we're waiting for these to become functional. Ah, there you go. There's using the old noggin. All right, I'll see you after a bit once those are ready to go. I've been working at this for a bit, and I think both of the kelp towers, or whatever we're going to call them, are all the way up to the top, so we can do that in a second. But it turns out spiders are absolutely garbage experience. Like, I've done it for a bit, not the whole time. I'll tell you what else I was working on for a lot of this, but, I mean, look at that. It barely gives you anything. So I didn't want to waste this whole process. I mean, I've got the water elevators now. Am I just going to spend forever on the spiders? And, you know, it's not bad because we get string and we need some of that later for rope bridges. But at the same time, I was thinking, didn't we run into like a zombie spawner down further? The answer to that is yes, we did. So what I ended up doing was going and finding it. I dug down this way, leads down here, around this corner, and then we run into it. So it's not far at all. And you'll notice it looks a little bit different. So the reason for that is, like I said, the spiders were just terrible experience. I don't know if this is going to work, but what I had in mind, you could probably tell, I'm putting in a second water elevator. This one will go up. And it looks like if we free cam, this kelp is pretty much, well, not quite to the top. I'll need a little bit more bone meal. But that comes up into a little area here that should, because we have water flowing, push zombies this way. We have a sign to block the water, and then there's a new water. It goes along this way, takes a turn, and it stops right where we were before, by the spider spawner. Now I'm hoping when the water elevator is active, but also when I remove that torch and they start spawning, we can put water here and probably on two of the other corners. Yeah, because it won't quite reach. And then as zombies spawn, they'll just get pushed into the water elevator and fed up to me. So I have basically two experience sources, and I don't have to just rely on those spiders because, I'll say it a third time, it is garbage, the experience. So I'm going to add two more water sources there. And hey, look at that. We got some right here. Is that... Oh, I thought I saw iron. Never mind. And then once the kelp finishes growing, we can also activate this one. And like I said, I just hope that's going to give me better experience. I also hope it works. I have no idea if this will work. I'm just trying it, you know, it's not like based on a tutorial or anything. I'm just trying it based on my understanding of the game mechanics, or lack thereof. We'll find out. So that's my grand plan, to get enough experience to get a Silk Touch hoe. Yeah, you laugh, citizen, but hey, I think it's going to be worth it. There we go. So everything should be leading into that one point. Push them up. I mean, it should work. So I guess let's go grab some bone meal. We only need like, I don't know, 5, 6. Then we can finish that up and give it a try. Oh yes, I require more seeds. Full harvest, that's what I'm talking about. More rain, that's not what I'm talking about. Get this turned into bone meal. Boop. Let's get it 1 more to 10. I'm sure that'll be plenty. There we go. Oh, and let's check, since we're up here. Is the kelp on this side all the way to the top? Yes, right there. Yes, right there. We're good. So that means when we break the kelp at the bottom, we can use this to get all the way back up to the top and hopefully not drown before we get there. Okay, so first of all, before we do that, let's go back down this way. Got our bone meal. We hit this until it stops. And there we go. We only needed 5. Now, we should be able to break this. And actually, let's pretend we're a zombie. So, me so stupid. There we go. So I spawn over here, and then I just let go. Oh, this might be a problem. Am I gonna roll past this? No, I'll get stuck. Let's see. What can I do about that? Well, they'll kind of... They might get stuck, but then they'll push on each other. I'd have to lower it another block, I think. Maybe we'll do that. But, again, stupid zombie. They'll get stuck again. They'll have to push each other. That works. I'm getting pushed this direction. I think once enough spawn, they'll just end up jamming each other into that. Because, like I said, it's not an ideal setup right now. But this... should work. I really hope it will. And then they should get stopped right there. But I have a pickaxe, so I can get through. Then we just stand here and swipe at them. That's my desperate hope. Yeah, it doesn't work exactly how I planned, but we can tweak it. Okay, anyway, these should be done, so that means this one is good to go. We can just break that, and everything looks good. This one, we have to go in here, break this, replace it with that, and there you go. We have up and down. And of course, this is all getting pulled down like we want. We're gonna get a lot of kelp. Anyway, let's try it out. So if we go in this one, we should get pushed all the way to the surface and hopefully not drown by the time we get there. Yeah, we should be fine. All the way up. Oh, I think the bubbles keep us hydrated anyway. So, not hydrated. What's the word I'm looking for? They give us oxygen. So that side works. We're all the way up at the top. Perfect. This side, if we go down, hold shift so we don't get damaged by the magma. And look at that. We have a water elevator. Perfect. And we've got a proof of concept and plenty of kelp. So now we can make a bunch of them up top if we need to. Yeah, I hear you. I know, but you're like, your garbage experience. Why would I spend my time doing this if you guys aren't going to barely give me anything? Useless. Okay, now let's test this whole zombie problem, which really just means we have to turn it on. That's about it. By removing the torch, of course. And I think I'll use free cam to watch this as it, after it turns on, because otherwise we're not really going to have a way to troubleshoot. So pretty quick, let's get rid of that. They start spawning. Are you gonna go right in? Oh, wait. Oh, it almost worked first thing. Alright, let's just cover this up. Use free cam to stay in here. This is what I was worried about, that sort of thing. But, you know, can't really be helped. I don't know if it can be helped, but not in a way I can see. Oh, he went up. Yeah, see, this is the other issue, this guy getting stuck here. But as more spawn, I don't think it'll be an issue because they'll just continue to push each other. I hope. Ooh, something I didn't think about. Are we going to be close enough to have them continue to spawn? That might be the issue. So I might have to come down here, let them collect for a while, and then come up to slaughter them. Hey, look at that. I hear him. Do I hear him? Oh, he's over there. So yeah, they need to, we need a few to kind of push each other along, start the assembly line, but this has got to be better experience than those spiders. And I looked it up. You have to be within 16 blocks. So definitely, it's not ideal because we'll need to get close enough, have a bunch of them spawn in, which it sounds like they are, get them all stuck on one spot because that's clearly what we wanted. Alright, you know what? I know how to fix this. I'm gonna fix it real quick. Let's light it up, take care of all of you. They are not being very friendly, I can tell you that. Okay, to fix this, we just need to lower the floor by 1 block. That way, they'll be able to pass right underneath this. And then, I think if we take you, put you down here, 1 piece of kelp, gets that. Is it gonna work? Yeah, okay. And I think we need to lower the water too, it looks like. Almost forgot we need more gates as well, that's why I was just running into issues. There we go. Add the water back and then hopefully we're in business. Okay, that should now work. Once again, let's get rid of you. Cover that back up. This time they flow right underneath it. They're supposed to. Why? That one went. Why are you still stuck? You just walk against the water, it looks like. Ooh, those guys are going to be able to get out of what I have set. But this is, I mean, it seems to be working. They're getting pushed. Kind of. They're mostly getting stuck, but it will work. Okay, let's go check up there, and we are going to have a little baby goober waiting for us. In fact, let's get some slabs, extra axe. And if we put this here, can I get rid of you so I can see a little bit easier? Ow! Okay, this is looking a little bit more promising. Ooh, where'd you come from? Jeez, once again, those things are diabolical. Taking out half my health. Little baby zombie, how did he get out here? I don't know. Let's take out the rest. Already, it's feeling like this is better experience. Yeah, I think I'm confident in saying this is better. The only downside that I didn't think about is the fact that we need to go down there to make some spawn and then run back up. But we could always fix that by making this point where we're supposed to be hitting them just closer, or we could even drop them down again. Okay, hold on. I've got one more idea. I swear, we're wrapping up here. I'm getting very distracted. Basically, the idea is we find what point we need, like, how close that we need to be to make them spawn. Then instead of having them go up that far and across, we just have them drop back down. They'll actually lose a bit of health that way too. So for example, we could have them drop right here. I think we're lined up with it. Yeah, let me dig that out and then we'll see if it works. Okay, I think if we make this the new spot kind of right next to it, this will be much better. Hey, we've got our first customer. Look at that. So they'll fall here. They actually take quite a lot of fall damage, it looks like, so they can just be one shot. But let me show you. Well, I'll just free cam. So if we go up this chute that he just fell from, this just goes directly back to the farm right there. So it's basically just bringing them up to take fall damage. All I did was blocked this off. On the other side of that is the original area that led them over to the spider spawner, so we just blocked it off. Now instead they fall straight down closer to the spawner, and hopefully that will just be much more efficient. Even though it means we have to come down here, that's fine. So once again, let's get rid of that. Hey friends, they should get pushed into there. Eventually they get, you know, actually fully pushed into it. There we go. And if we look over here, he should get pushed into this shaft and hopefully doesn't take too much fall damage. There he is. I might even be able to just punch him a couple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, maybe not. Let's stick with the axe. Yeah, much better. Okay, I'm happy. We got a little experience farm. Took us like, you know, next to forever to do all of this stuff, but at least we've got it. We have a water elevator not too far away. I'm going to stay here for a little bit, work on getting enough experience. Hey, I'll take that. Nice. Can repair mine. But yeah, once we're up to 30, we can go do our first enchanting little test. Hey, there we go. That is 30 levels. So we'll finish clearing out the ones that are coming down now, and I'm heading back up. Took a bit, but not as long as it would have taken with the spiders. And now, I can very easily hop in here, head all the way back up, worlds better, and then boop, pop out and we're home. I am a fan of that setup. Okay, now we get our lapis. We've got 30 levels. I probably should have gotten like 33 because I think it takes a few levels off the first time you do it, and then I can't even do a full enchant after that, if I'm thinking about that right. I'm gonna have to basically relearn this whole process. Also, is it worth going to... Yeah, because it's 28. Is it worth going to get it to 30? Fix whatever's going on with the bookshelves? I'm sure we've got plenty of cows by now. Yes, feast. Gorge yourselves. Nothing bad will happen. What do you mean I sound sinister? Impossible. Oh, look at all this leather I'm just finding on the ground. I think that's actually enough, because then I get 6 books. I think I only need 2 more bookshelves. I don't know what I'm doing. How dare you accuse me of that? Alright, so now maybe if we just put 2 more, 1, 2, like that. Will you now show? Yeah, now it shows 30. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I think you typically need it to show Silk Touch. Like, this will give you Unbreaking and potentially something else. So I guess we can test it. I have a feeling I'm gonna regret doing this level 3 one. So I think that's what this means. You have to be at least level 30, and it will take 3 levels away from you to do it, which means we'll just have to head right back down to the spawner, but that's okay. I'm curious how this works. So, Diamond Hoe, Lapis, Unbreaking 3. If we do that, we get the advancement Enchanter, and it's just Unbreaking 3. That's not what we wanted. Oh well, I mean, Unbreaking 3 is great, but it's not going to do anything. It's going to just destroy the leaves. We want to harvest them. So, over to the grindstone, we put that there. It will remove the enchantment, meaning it'll allow us to enchant it again. Gives us a bit of experience back, but not enough to get to level 30. So yeah, we head back down the mine, and then I'll come back up once I'm level 30 again. You know the drill. Looks like we got a full house in here. Man, that is loud. I'm trying to get to level 33 rather than 30, just so we don't have to come back down here immediately. But that was like just about 1 level there. Not too bad. I wish this wasn't golden leather. We got Unbreaking Boots, Prot 2 twice. Fire Protection 2. Not too shabby. There's level 32. 1 more level. So close. Will this be enough? Come on, get there. Yes. Alright. We head back up. Do more enchanting. Well, more than 1. And shoom! All the way up and it's dark out. I think we're lit up enough that it shouldn't be a big deal about being out at dark. That's looking really good. I like that. These tiki torches, that's what does it. The tiki torches, the new types of fences, that adds a lot. Also, another strategy for this, if you want to keep some of the enchantments, for example, if I went up here... Oh, no way, look at that. This is only the 2nd time? That's nuts, I cannot believe it. What I was going to say is if this said again, like Unbreaking 3, we could just enchant a book, and then that way we'd get Unbreaking 3 on a book. I could then get Silk Touch and then put the Unbreaking 3 book on this. So that's another strategy, but wow, I can't believe the 2nd one. Let's just make sure. Diamond Hoe, Lapis, Silk Touch. I don't want to do the wrong thing. Alright, so we're gonna get the Silk Touch, Diamond Hoe. Oh my goodness. Are you seeing this? Okay, I'll give this to enchanting tables. That was a bit of a thrill, just thinking we were going to get Silk Touch, and we get Unbreaking 3 and Efficiency 4. That's incredible. The only thing it's missing is mending. And I think we could pretty easily get that from a villager. Wow. Okay, that's pretty incredible. And really, I think that's the next step. I mean, this went way better than I could have expected it. We only had to do that one time. We could check with the pickaxe. What is that? Unbreaking 3? Do I put that on the pickaxe just because? I've got the levels. Yeah, we're here. Diamond pickaxe, Unbreaking 3, and Efficiency 4. Hey, I'll take it again. That's bonkers. I can't believe they're treating me this well. I think I'm confident not using the stone one now. That is perfect. Yeah, I say we go grab mending from a villager a couple times, put it on these two so all that wasn't a waste, they'll never break. And then we're probably at that point ready to start building again. We have to finish this platform. It needs some kind of roof, and we were thinking a dome. And then if we free cam, we do need to continue building the tree upwards, because this is not a, satisfactory top of the tree. We need to build that up. Also, this isn't built yet, and I can't even remember if I mentioned I had a different idea. Rather than going across the river with this and doing something over here, what if we built something like a lighthouse right here in the middle of the river and then connected up to that? I thought that would look really nice. So lots of plans, lots of things that we still need to do. I am super excited that that worked out so well. I can't believe that. But either way, we should probably do some prep work before we head over to the village, because I'm just doing mending. I'm trying to not overutilize villagers. But we do need to bring a lectern and probably lots of spruce logs for trading. Oh, which, speaking of that, we'll want some flint for a fletching table. Yes, yes. I require 3 more leather, please. Hiya! 1 more. There it is. Oh, wait, actually, a couple extra, because I'll need to actually enchant books while we're over there, too. That should be plenty. 6 more books. I did that backwards. We want to do that way. Come on. 1 of those, or 3 of those, gets turned into a bookshelf. We need some slabs. I think it goes like that to get a lectern. Certainly does. So we've got that for job block. We'll turn this into a fletching table, just to get enough to get mending. 3 mending books, that way we've got 1, 2, I guess a third in case we need it. And the rest, probably just whatever spruce we can spare. You probably noticed, but I stopped growing the trees. They started to just visually annoy me. I thought it was making everything look really ugly. So I got rid of those, but actually we could bring saplings over there. That way we could grow more if we need to. Because I am smart and I think ahead. Sometimes. Definitely not always. Oh yeah, let's check the chickens too before we go. I need more food. Hello. 21. I'll take it. Sweet. Okay, so recap. We've got lectern to get a mending villager. We've got fletching table to get emeralds. We've got sticks that we can sell, plus a way to grow more. We won't need that many. There we go. We've got 3 books to enchant. The one thing, we don't have enough iron for an anvil, because if you remember, we used all of it to get this anvil. Hopefully we can break this block and just use that, and be careful not to break it, because that would break the farm, but I think that should work. Maybe they have an anvil over there, or we just take out a bunch of iron golems, either way. Okay, now which way was it again? Is it that way, or... No, that way, over there. Yeah, there it is. Hang a right. Alright, that's going really well. That looks good on the, what's the opposite of approach? The leaving angle. No, what? There should be a word for that. What's the opposite of approach? I have no idea. Anyway, looks good from a distance. I'm happy with how the base is turning out so far, and I'm very pleased with this whole business here. Is it enough to change my opinion about enchanting tables? Probably not, but it was exciting that it actually worked out. That's kind of, that's nice. They've been waiting all this time to just receive their imperator for a tax run. I'm sure they're super excited about this. Hello, friends. Hey, are you already a fletcher? He's ready to go. Yeah, look at that. He's already got a fletching table in here. Well, that works out well. What else do we have? Is that a cleric, it looks like? So far, just beds. Not great for the old tax purse. Where is our... Well, no, I already picked up brewing stands, didn't I? Or am I imagining that? I don't know. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Oh, I should have brought the rotten flesh with. I could have sold... Yeah, I just got like 2 stacks of it. Ah, well. What else have we got over here? Somebody must have a chest. And I'm not talking about this burly Roman chest. Stop giving me wheat seeds, I don't want them. Hey, buddy. I'm looking for iron. Would you happen to know where I could find any of that? You do? You got some free iron. Just for me? What a nice guy. Oh, thank you. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Where are all the chests? This is the orange bed village. That's literally the only thing they have is a ton of orange beds. And a nitwit. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. Seriously? You guys got nothing? Nothing at all for me? I'll take some banners. Maybe I can use those. Give me that. Give me that. Ooh, got a smithing table. Is that a toolsmith I think that makes? That could come in handy, but no. We're supposed to not overuse these guys. Kind of just a rule I just made up. There's not a single chest in this village. I just went all the way through everything. No chests, not one. 0 taxes to be had. My full collection is 2 brown banners. They'd better easily give me a mending villager. Alright, where was that stick boy? Let's start by getting some emeralds. There you are. Doing something very questionable with the nitwit in a hole in the ground. I really don't want to ask. But I do want to put you to work. So I guess if you're stuck there, it works for me. Let's get a bunch of sticks, trade with the Fletcher, and get what a deal. And assuming mending is cheap-ish, I don't think I'll need that many emeralds. This is pretty amusing that they're both stuck there. I mean, I know where to find you. Well, no, this isn't going to work because you need to go to your job block to refresh your trades. All right, I'll save you. What would you have done if I hadn't come along? It's like, I don't know, I guess I would have just stayed there for eternity. I expect that out of the nitwit, but not out of you, Fletcher. You're doing it again. What are you? You're in the ground. You were just inside the ground. Whoa. He's like, it was a magic trick. Did you like it? Tell you the truth, I don't really like anything about you guys. Except the capitalism. Where's your job block? Go refresh your trades. And I'm going to trap you in there. Oh, there's a little baby in there. I'm going to trap that one in there too in case he grows up. That could be our librarian. Nice and easy, right next to each other. And then, what am I trying to do here? That to get a jungle trapdoor. Use that to trap Dingus McGee in here like that. I can get in, you can't get out. Everybody happy. There we go. Get some more of that. And that is it for the spruce that I brought, but it gets us 48. Not bad at all. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna leave some spruce trees behind just in case we need to come back and get more. There's no room over here. Guess what, guys? You don't actually need a farm, so let's just do that. There it is. Much better. Stomping on the villager farm. Do. There we go. Now we'll have some trees if we need them. We got these guys all set over here. 48 emeralds. Are you grown up? No. Should we just go get another one? Because this might be a very quick trip if we could just quickly get a mending villager. Stop picking up wheat seeds. Well, more banners. Gotta get something out of this trip. Aside from mending, I mean. Okay, there's like 6 farmers, so can we just, yeah, get rid of that. Here you go. You want that? No, don't. Where are you going? Oh, taking another job block? Okay, well, I mean, yeah, we might want a toolsmith. Okay, we'll do a different one. Get rid of that. Do that. There we go. You went to college. Good job. Now, how easy are you going to make this for me? Oh, that's right. Maybe we would want an enchanted bow, too. I don't know that I'm doing the Ender Dragon. Wow. Oh, man. Prot 4 for 17 emeralds. Why do you do this to me? Ooh, I really want that. That was like the 3rd roll. This is not why we're here. I could get really good diamond armor with this. I am so conflicted. Okay, you know what? Shh. Let's just, I'm gonna get this. We're gonna get Prot 4, and then we gotta get you somewhere safe because I don't want you getting, like, eaten by a zombie out here. Okay, now we got the best friends in here. The toolsmith and the power... Wait, what was it? I already forgot what I wanted. Protection. We got them in there. Let's just cover up some of this so they're generally safe for now. I don't need him yet, but I love that he's here. And I didn't want to lose that. So he's locked in. Right, we got one. Yep, Prot 4. Let's take this. Change another one into a librarian. Where's the other composter? We got to take away this guy's job. There you are. Yep, get rid of that. That should have changed you, I think, down here. Yep, will you take that? Hey, you will. Okay. Now, are you willing to give me mending? And I'd love it if there was a bookshelf trade, too. That'd be great. Look at that. They just really want me to have Prot 4. That was way more expensive, though. No thanks. I already got it. Fortune 3 is also quite, that's tempting, but not tempting enough. I'm not doing that one. Efficiency 5 for 22! What are you doing to me? Why are they giving me the best trades I've ever seen when I'm trying not to use that many trades? You know what? The only other thing I'd really need it for is the shovel, and I'm not using it a lot. I've already got efficiency 4 on the pickaxe. No, you're not tricking me. We're not... Ooh, this hurts, but I'm not doing it. There, mending, but for 34. Try again, buddy. We're not... Ugh, gotta be cheaper than that. There's Silk Touch. All that other trouble earlier. But no, we already got that as well. These guys are causing me so much pain. Some of these other ones are tempting too, like Sweeping Edge. Power 5, that's not bad. There was Sharpness, there was Smite, things that would make the zombie farm work a lot better. There's another Prop 4. Jeez, these guys love it. There's the fourth Prop 4. This is nuts. Wasn't that what it was last time? We just got another mending for 34 emeralds. It's too expensive, man. I know you can do it for cheaper. Okay, so the next one is mending at 22. That is cheaper. You are selling bookshelves. I am pretty tempted. Yeah. I mean, I've been here like 1.5 days, 2 days. Let's just do it. I'm gonna get a mending book probably for the hoe. Pickaxe we can come back later because I don't feel like doing more trades. So let's get ourselves one mending book. We need to get you to a safe place. There we go. This is turning into the happening spot. We got 2 librarians in here. Toolsmith that we haven't used, but might. I probably won't, to be honest with you, unless I wanted an axe, I suppose. But they should be trapped in here now. We can come back if we need more Prot 4 or more mending, which we probably will, but at least we know they should be safe now in here and not get basically turned into zombie food. Alright, we're all set for now. Let's head back and get mending on our diamond hoe, and then we can start doing some serious leaf collecting. And bonsai! That'd be fun if that was the end of the world, just landed wrong. Surely not. Alright, back home. Now we can see it on the approach because I know that word, even though I don't know the opposite of it. It looks so bonkers with distant horizons, and then as we get closer, it starts to render in. That's pretty cool. I like it though. You can definitely tell something's going on there. Somebody very handsome must live in this place. It only makes sense. Ooh, and I just thought of something too. Let me just unload real quick. And then we got the mending book. We need it on the diamond hoe. That has silk touch on it now, which means I can hopefully break this with silk touch, keep the glass. I'm hoping the chickens can't get out, but we're about to find out. So if I do this, yeah, we keep the glass. I can use this. We can put it there. It only costs 2. That is nuts to get mending on here. And we're going to name it Leafbane. Leafbane? Should it be Leafsbane? Leavesbane? I kind of like Leafsbane. That, well, or do I like Leafbane? Leafbane? Add an apostrophe in there. Leafsbane. Now let's just make it short. Leafbane. Leafbane the diamond hoe. Now I can just put that back and they're stuck in there once again. Perfect. Alright, that's what we spent all that time trying to get. Which also, just as an example, because it has efficiency on it, I'm guessing if it wasn't already going to be insta-break, it certainly is now. So let's go across the water real quick. So if I just stand on top of here and... oh yeah, it's insta-break. Look at this. Oh yes, this is what I was looking for. Just the ability to go through and do this. Anywhere there's leaves and collect a near infinite amount. Oh, you are so done for. This forest didn't even know what was coming. So I'm probably going to be doing that for a while before we go back to building, but I just wanted to kind of come over here and test it because that is insane. Yeah, it's not going to get old. So much better than shears. Alright, I am probably going to start a dedicated leaf chest because, yeah, this one's filling up pretty quickly. I do have Tom Simple storage installed. I don't know if I'm gonna go for that though. Do we need to? Or is this fine for now? Just another wood chest up here. Either way, I think next we're probably gonna be working on getting a ton of leaves, and then once we have what we need, we can start working on covering this, and maybe it's a good time to finish the tree, just so we know what we're working with. Because thinking about what's left, we have to do that, we have to finish the top of the tree, probably make at least one more platform up there, then we have to do the bridge or the rope bridge that leads out this way, attach it to a lighthouse or something. I want to do something out here just so it is more complete, it feels more complete, and that's a lot to do. So I'm going to kind of reset things over here, maybe even, ooh, I just might have convinced myself to do one more thing. I might get diamond, like axe, shovel, sword, enchant all of those, then move on to that, but I don't know. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to think about what we want to do in what order, essentially, and then we'll get to work. Off we go. It's the next day, IRL, as the kids say. So I have had time to think, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to get 3 diamonds for an axe, 1 for a shovel, 2 for a sword. That leaves us with 10. We're going to replace our stone sword with a diamond sword, our nearly broken stone axe with a diamond axe, and of course our stone shovel with a diamond shovel. That always feels fantastic, just getting all diamond gear. And I think I'm going to do exactly what we did with the pickaxe. We're just going to use the enchanting table to see what we get. Not the ideal like I usually go for. And I won't be able to do a full enchant because I'm level 27, but I'm just curious, what would we get? Why is that chicken adult and standing there happily? I think something probably broke when I moved that glass. Oh well, have fun, chicken. Chicken arise. Anywho, you didn't tell me to bring lapis. One more mistake like this, citizen. You just watch yourself, see what happens. You'll be booted out of Rome so quickly your head will spin. Okay, so we are going into this expecting to be disappointed, essentially. And can we do the middle one? That would be level 27 to 25, 23, 21. Yeah, that should be fine. So for the sword, definitely not number 1. I don't need Bane of Arthropods. No, thank you. Sharpness 2, we'll see. Can we get anything else out of that? No. Okay, diamond sword with sharpness 2. Like I said, we're going into this expecting to be disappointed. That's not terrible. That's not bad. For the axe, efficiency 2 or efficiency 2. Will it be any different? Nobody knows. We're going to go for the number 2, efficiency 2, and get efficiency 2. I think we used up all of our luck on the pickaxe and the hoe. Finally, the diamond shovel, efficiency 2 or efficiency 2. We're just, that's all it wants to give us right now, apparently. Yeah. All right. We went into it knowing that was probably the case. The main reason I don't like these, I could go in here and just get rid of them and try again, but we're going to wait for that. It is not urgent. The last thing I could do, but I think I'm going to wait on, is putting this Prot 5 book on a diamond chest plate, because that would pretty much clear us out of all of the diamonds, so I'm going to wait a little bit on that one. And I think I'm going to start my morning with just a massive leaf collecting spree. We have Leaf Bane here to help us, and we want to get our canopy added to this one up here. If we free cam it, that's the one that's missing. It looks kind of nice open, but it's just not the aesthetic we're going for. And also, like I mentioned, once we have that, we might want to keep up with these stairs wrapping around, and after you're up at the farm, it actually turns again and goes on top of whatever we build here. From that point, we could probably finish the tree and then start thinking about our next structure out in this direction. I'm no psychic, but I'm pretty sure you're about to see a time lapse with a lot of leaf collecting and finishing up that platform, maybe even finishing the tree. I'm not sure how much of that we're going to do, but either way, enjoy the cinematic. I've got to tell you, citizen, that was very satisfying. And look at that, barely put a dent in Leafsbane. Well, maybe a little dent. And these are our spoils. Leaves for days. I think we're going to be good. Alright, on to the platform. Juno, or the Roman equivalent of the Greek god Hera, is the goddess of marriage, women, childbirth, and the overall well-being of the Roman state. She is often depicted with, or symbolically associated with, cows, which were seen as symbols of motherhood, fertility, and majesty. Juno was the wife of Jupiter, the king of the gods. Together with Jupiter and Minerva, she formed the Capitoline Triad, the supreme trio of deities honored in the most important temple in Rome on the Capitoline Hill. In public sacrifices to the superior deities, Juno was offered a white cow as a sign of respect and purity. So I don't know, I might have gone a bit overboard with the macaws stuff in here, but I think everything looks great. There's some really cool stuff. These right here, they're intended to be like stairs, basically. What are they? Something like this cobble deep slate loft, or I forget what I used. Deep slate brick skyline stairs, something like that. But I just thought they made a really interesting sort of accent to go along the bottom of the leaves. It just adds a lot of detail. Then obviously we've got new times at trapdoors. There's these things that are really cool, like attic windows, I think they were called. I got the dome shape that I was looking for. Everything does look like it's supported properly. That was adding all of these things just to make sure it looked like it was actually being held up. We got some new interesting kinds of lanterns, as well as the copper chains. Got some of these, the oak blinds. I thought that was interesting. When was the last time you saw blinds in Minecraft? And look, you can actually open and close them. That's so cool. So overall, I think that is looking nice. And really, the only thing left now is to complete the top of the tree, which I don't think I'll really go fancier than this. Actually, you know what just hit me? It almost looks like a Mario mushroom a little bit, the shape. I just noticed that, but that's cool. So we've got lots of interesting designs. I now need to build the tree up a little bit higher, and I don't know what to do about the leaves that are here. If I just keep them, build on top of it, maybe I'll just build the tree through it, have a little bit extra trunk on top, and then a larger canopy. But either way, we're going to head pretty much right back into time-lapse. I just wanted to talk through what I've been working on here and basically say that I'm pleased with myself. And I hope you are too, citizen. Alright, back to time-lapse. Let's get this tree finished up and see what it looks like as just a sort of all-encompassing thing. I mean, even now it looks great, in my opinion. Back to work. Here's a fun one about sacred geese. The sacred geese of the Capitoline Hill famously saved Rome from the Gauls in 390 BCE, a legendary event the Romans never forgot. The city was mostly captured, and the remaining Roman defenders were confined to the Capitoline Citadel, which housed the Temple of Juno. One night, the invading Gauls attempted a silent climb up the steepest side of the hill, bypassing the sleeping human guards and the dogs. However, a flock of geese sacred to the goddess Juno, whom the starving Romans had spared, began to honk and cackle loudly, raising an alarm that woke a Roman hero, Marcus Manlius. He quickly repelled the initial attackers, leading to the total defeat of the Gallic raid on the hill and ensuring the Republic's survival. The Romans henceforth honored the geese as saviors and divine agents of Juno's warning. We've made a lot of progress. If we go into free cam, you'll notice that we've got the top of the tree on. I like how that turned out. It's a little bit smaller than everything else, but I kind of wanted to do, I mean, look at the other jungle trees. I just tried to match that type of style, and it's really flat, which goes against what I usually think of as the top of a tree, but I think that turned out well with a couple branches popping out left and right. Got the same thing with the copper chains and the lanterns. Couple glowstone at the top just to add a little bit more light. And I was just working on getting this part ready at the end, just a little bit more symmetrical so that we could eventually have a rope bridge leading off of this. And then of course, lots more as far as just embellishments go. So a lot of the usual hay bales, barrels, and campfires just to add a little bit of depth and character to the area. More hanging vines magically on nothing, because that just keeps happening. These things are really cool. I have to look up what they were called, more of the macaws stuff. Every time I look, I find something new that's just like really awesome. And then also there's hedges. You could turn leaves into walls apparently, and that is just also very nice. Yeah, this was its stone grass topped wall, which surprisingly easy to make. Very cool stuff. So overall, once again, I'm gonna toot my own horn. I think this is looking fantastic. I'm happy with how everything is turning out. Oh, I also planted some melons as well. I thought that would add some nice color once they all grew in here. And all that being said, I think I'm happy to call this portion of the treehouse base pretty close to done. The only thing would be, if we need more space, making more of the pathways and leading it up to the top of this to use it for something, or leading it up to the very top to use for something, but I don't have any ideas currently, so I'm just going to leave it as is, which means I have a decision to make. I can either work on the rope bridge, build it out to here, and start working on some kind of lighthouse. Another idea I had, we'd have to probably up the render distance a bit, because you'll notice back there at the beach, it's going in and out of distant horizons, but I was thinking there could be like a little beach village back there, potentially, just for the background. Kind of no use, it's just going to look really nice. But I'm not sure about that, so it's either that, the lighthouse, or something I'm still completely undecided about. Do I actually want to go to the Nether, get blaze rods, try to find the stronghold, defeat the Ender Dragon? I just don't know. This is one of those things I need your feedback on, and I can't have it until after the video comes out, so it's kind of useless. For this video anyway, it'd be very helpful for future videos. So whether I do it or not, please let me know. Should we be defeating the Ender Dragon, or spending more time on base building and just this sort of thing? Or both? Is it a challenge? So I've got some thinking to do. I'm just going to continue looking around, making sure I'm happy with everything, and if there's anything else that I'd like to add. But if not, man, I can hardly believe that much has been like sprouted up in the time we had. But yeah, I'll let you know shortly. Well, very shortly for you. It'll probably be the next cut, but I'll let you know what we're going to be working on. I've had a chance to noodle on it, and I think I've got a plan. You may remember I was thinking I didn't want to use this bit of land here, primarily really because this didn't line up with it. I was thinking if we're doing a rope bridge and it goes across this way, it just wouldn't line up properly and it'd be weird. So I thought, we'll just build a lighthouse in the water. But I had a new idea, and this might work better, or at least it might look better. What if we did build the lighthouse here, and we did have the rope bridge go straight out this way, but when we get right about here, we build what almost looks like a ship's mast, or maybe it could even be a sunken ship. I haven't decided yet, but something will come out and there will be a platform on this top of it, right around maybe here. That will have a platform almost like a crow's nest, and then that will have a rope bridge leading this way that does lead to the lighthouse. So it basically just takes a turn. It doesn't have to be a straight one rope bridge. I know, 1 million IQ, not just don't go straight, take a turn, right? But I think that solves the issue. So what I think we'll need to do, maybe a little bit of terraforming here, but probably not too much. And then I think I have a design aesthetic in mind for a lighthouse. Either way though, let's start with a little bit of terraforming. Well, we got an area cleared out, but it looks like some people moved in. I don't mind the ocelot, but this guy, I mean, come on. He's not even wearing any pants. What's wrong with you, man? Got no class. Oh, yeah, see? Oh, big guy. Disappears before I can do anything about it. Anyway, we've got a little area set up over here now. Mix of moss, sand, dirt, gravel, stuff like that. Pretty simple. And I think what I'd like to do is just a basic sort of square shape that's going to be built up, but then we're going to do a lot of detailing off of it. So for example, if we start right around, let's see, maybe back here a little bit. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a little break right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, same thing all the way around. Ooh, right on the edge here. Will that be a good spot? Actually, I might want to move it to the right just a little bit, and actually maybe even down this way a bit too. Let's say right here. All right, round 2, try again. Yep, that should be better. We'll have the entrance on this side, because that's where also it's going to connect. So, and I was thinking too, we'll be connecting up top, but I wonder if we should also have a bridge leading across the water. Not decided on that yet, but doesn't matter. We got to get this built anyway. We're going to have entryways out here and potentially supports around it. But I think what I'm going to do is just use a mix of cobblestone. I made some mossy cobblestone, andesite running bond, a little bit of stone brick. I'm sure I'll need to make more, but I think I'm going to build this up maybe 15 blocks tall for the first portion of it. Then it's going to get thinner in the middle and keep going up. So let's build a central structure, at least for this first part, and then think about either making it taller at the top or doing the detailing at the bottom. I kind of wish I had Shuffle installed. This is a mod that if you want to mix up things like this, it does it automatically for you. You don't have to do this and then bounce back around with a new type and fill in some of the gaps. It just does all of this for you. And yet, I'm too lazy to install it. Imagine that. The eagle was the ultimate symbol of Roman power and a critical religious omen. Known as the aquila, the silver or gold eagle standard was the most sacred object of the Roman legion, representing the very spirit and honor of the legion. Losing the aquila in battle was considered the greatest disgrace. As the bird of Jupiter, the sudden appearance or flight direction of an eagle was considered a direct sign from the king of the gods, signifying divine approval or disapproval for major state actions, such as warfare or the election of magistrates. We're making some progress, and right now I'm kind of just playing with a few different ideas. Once again, using these macaw's stairs as sort of an accent for, I don't know, some sort of edge to each one of these platforms. Actually, if we back up a little bit. So yeah, we've got the first part here, a little bit coming out, almost like a little balcony up here at the top. This, I was thinking maybe just extra storage. I tried to make it look a little bit like there was scaffolding under here that, you know, it's still maybe being built or they just never took it down. This looks a little bit weird. I need to fix that. Something underneath the stairs. These are new, the bridge support things, so that's kind of neat. Up here, I'll probably just put a bunch of barrels and stuff like that. Like I said, little storage area. I need a bit more detailing, especially around the bottom. I think that needs more. We need lighting. I only put 1 lantern in so far. And then currently, it's just this little platform on the inside. Probably I'll do the same sort of thing in here, barrels and storage, that sort of thing. But I also need to put a floor at the top and then build up the additional layers that are going to make this taller, because right now I don't even think, yeah, it's barely just as tall as this platform, and we want it to go across, connect to something here, connect over here. Maybe it will be connecting up right at this point, but then it needs to be taller than that. I don't want it to connect to the top, more like the midpoint. So still more to do, but I thought I would mention that and also fix this because it's driving me nuts. Maybe just a single spruce support. No, that looks weird too. I don't know. I'll find something. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I keep forgetting to mention every time I do this. I think it was my cozy underground base world. I was having trouble in that connecting things like walls to fences because they don't connect. If you do a wall and then a fence, there's just this gap in between and it's super annoying. But I got a bunch of comments saying use a fence gate because those will connect to walls. So I've been doing that nonstop now and I love how it looks. So thanks to everybody that commented that. Very much appreciate it. But that being said, let's get back to work. I think maybe I'll start with a little bit of detailing down here, add some lights, and then we'll move on to the top portion and building that up. Let's go. The lion was a powerful and multifaceted symbol in Roman culture, representing both imperial might and savagery. Its primary role was in the public spectacle of venatio, a staged animal hunt where lions and other exotic beasts were fought by bestiarii, or beast fighters, symbolizing Rome's dominion over the wild world. Beyond the games, the lion was also adopted as a symbol of strength, valor, and majesty on imperial coinage and triumphal arches, often associated with the deified heroes like Hercules or the emperor himself. Finally, due to its ferocity and noble bearing, the lion frequently appeared in funerary art, signifying the eternal power and spirit of the deceased. So it seems I've built myself into a corner. Let's just free cam for a second. I think this is turning out really well. I like that. I like the detail. I like how it changes in sort of color and texture as it goes up. I wasn't sure about what I was doing at the top here, but it ended up being okay. The only reason I ran out of room and I'm kind of stuck up here now is because I was thinking, well, it's a lighthouse, we need light, so I used glowstone, and then I thought, ooh, I could do the whole campfires on top of hay bales. That makes the smoke rise higher, so just a signal essentially. But I didn't like seeing the hay bales or fires. I guess I could move them up a little bit, but they're right here, so I covered them with a bunch of fences, and that made me run out of room. So if we want to get back around, gotta do that, put it back, do that, put it back, and then, is this a spot? Nope, not really. Whoa! Well, this is the back of it. Hopefully nobody sees this part. We get rid of that. I could sneak in here. Right in the center of the glowstones is how we can get down. This is just lit up an area in here. There's not really much going on there. From the ladder, we can get out here. There's a bit of a lookout if you wanted to. In fact, this is probably where we're going to connect up with the rope bridge. Then we can come down this way. Inside, just barrels, storage in here. Our little balcony is still there. More stairs, down to more barrels, and that is our exit. And we did have a dingus over here visit while we were working, and I don't think he's selling anything interesting. Maybe dark oak, but I guess I kind of just, yeah, I don't really have an interest in any of these things. Not even an interest in your llamas, which would typically be what I would just steal unabashedly from you, but not today. So yeah, overall, I really like how this turned out. Plenty of detail. It's got the visual pop that I look for, and I think we're ready to connect the two up. Oh yeah, look at that. That didn't even look from this angle yet. They look really well together. Hold on, turn that off. There we go. Not really well. They look really good together. And I'm glad that it doesn't overshadow the treehouse, because that should obviously be the centerpiece. This is smaller. It's not as sort of all-encompassing or wide or sprawling, I guess you would say. But it does fit. The only thing that's left is connecting them together. And I definitely need an inventory reset, so we'll go do that. And then I think, I don't know, I'm not sure if I want to start with a pathway down here. We'll figure it out in a second. We need to craft those rope bridges anyway, and we might need more string, so let's just get that figured out first. Okay, there we go. How's the chicken looking, by the way? Because I could use a little refill. Yeah, this was when we were running into that issue. It actually gave us raw chicken, which is a bit weird. It's fine, and 26 ready to go. I don't think we're ever going to run out of this. By the time I eat what I have, I've already got more to refill it with. Keep up the good work. And, oh yeah, I've got the steak too. Let's throw that in here. Keep the steak on standby. And then if we look at these rope bridges, do I look spruce or oak? Lighter color oak might be nice. Yeah, let's go with oak. So we need a ton of oak slabs and string. Grab our chicken. We got tons of oak left. 36 string. Will that be enough? Let's find out. Tons of slabs. Rope oak bridge. Can we get a stack? We can get a stack, and then we're just about to be out. And don't forget, we still need to build the sort of connection point between this area and the lighthouse. So that would be something we have to line up with this, and then it would turn to the left to connect up over here. But I kind of just want to see how these work. Probably not going to look any good if I do this. And actually, it's going to be 2x2, so we finally need those pliers. Because if I do this, it's closed. You can't get onto it. So, pliers, expensive, but I can make them at least. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that there were railings too, and balconies. I might want to make some of these, because that was what I was running into issues with before. Okay, remember, balcony, where like it doesn't connect up properly, and maybe that'll do it. So let's get some balconies and some shears. Not shears, what were they called? Well, first of all, balcony, since we're here. Let's get a few of those. And then pliers, that's what it was, pliers. We'll get ourselves a pair of pliers. Right click on a bridge to make an entrance. Works only for 2+ wider bridges. That's what we want. Ooh, it's nighttime too. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that's definitely lit up enough. Look at that. All together too. Yeah, I love that at night. That looks great. Definitely not going to have any ships running into our base. Anyway, now we should be able to use these pliers to do that. And there it is. Now we can actually get in. Okay, so it just changes what part is closed off, which is kind of nice. And then oak balcony. What do we... That's not quite what I wanted, is it? Can I do it here? There we go. Nope, like that. There we go. Okay, that is much more what I was looking for. Okay, so now if we need it, we know that the balcony is what we're looking for. Wasn't there somewhere else that we needed that sort of thing? Well, yeah, I guess probably any of these. Would it work there? No, can't put it on the same. Well, no, kinda. I don't know. Let's leave it for now. Now we know what it is that we need for these bridges to kind of connect up properly. And then, rope bridge, we keep moving in this direction. How's that look? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Hopefully it won't look too strange that it's going to be like straight across and then just connect right up with something. But I think, you know, suspension of disbelief. There's a lot of that included in this game. Should be all right. Ooh, we might have just enough to do this because we need to get to right about here. Actually, let's go to the other side. Can I just leap off of here? Aw, man. Guess I could use the pliers, but whatever. I figure if we do a little bit from each side, it'll help us triangulate and decide where we're going to build something in the middle. So if we're up here, yes, it's a bit of a tight squeeze, but that's all right. We get rid of some of that. Oh, this is centered. No, wait, that's actually fine. I was going to say this is centered on 1, but that is 2. But since we're building something in the middle, it doesn't mind. We'll just change from 2 to 1. So, rope bridge leading out this way. And they're slightly different levels, but that's fine. Whatever we build, we'll just have it descend a block or 2. But it looks like we are trying to hit right about here. So we'll go out a bit more with this one, then probably use the rest that we have on this, and then we'll build something, and then we'll just need a few more rope bridges. I'll go, you know, kill some spiders if we need to, that's fine. But now we can do this. Hooray! Into the water! Summer break, huh? No, it's actually November right now when I'm recording this. No summer break. Winter break? Australian winter break. Or no, Australian summer? Yeah, I think this would be Australian summer. I don't know. Does anybody from Australia watch? Let me know if this is your summer, like November, December. Is that summer for you? Or is it just warm winter? Okay, there we go. So they kind of connect up right around here. I don't know. I don't want to have anything like supporting it in the middle. That's kind of the point of a rope bridge, but this looks a little bit odd. I think we should get some of those like bridge supports put underneath that. No problem with that. And then we just need to build something here. Okay, let me do a little bit of prep. I'm going to get some more materials. Then we'll just build, I think for now, a pillar leading out of the water right at the central point, and then a platform around that to connect them up. If we want to, you know, zhuzh it up a little bit at the end and add like a shipwreck or, you know, something, we can do that. Gonna depend on how much time we have. Let's see if we can get the right spot without messing this up. Looks like we've got it here, so that's good. Keep our eye on that. We move forward. Gonna be a little bit weird because the other one is a 2x2, but I think let's do right about here. That should be it. Let's just double check that. Definitely lined up with that, and we're lined up with that. Perfect, we got it. Before we do anything else, let's get, looks like that level right there. Let's confirm. Yep, we can get right onto there. Okay, perfect. Now, how do we want them to join up? I could just be 2 levels. It could spiral up a bit. Well, let's see. If we do one portion here, go up 1 on there, do it again here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is actually 1 too high, so we don't need to do that much. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we'll just do 2 kind of levels to the platform. That'll be fine. Fill those in all the way around, and the last bit here. So that does look a little bit wonky, but I think we can make it work. A lot of this has got the Castaway vibe anyway, like a little bit broken down, a little bit, you know, maybe like moldy wood or whatever. Maybe it started to warp over time, so I think we can make this work. Either way, this needs to be a bit higher. We need like 3 or 4. No, it'd be 3 or 5 more rope bridge. We were so close. All right, let's get a bit more rope bridge. Let's get probably some fence to cover up the edges of this. Some things for detailing. All of the good stuff. Real quick, let's run to the backyard over here. I guess that's what we're calling it. Head down to the spider spawner and grab a bit more string. We haven't even tried the new sword yet. Actually, maybe while we're down here, very quick break from building. I mean, obviously anyway, because we need to get the spider string. But after we grab a bit of this, yeah, you're very spooky back there. Maybe we get back up to 30 levels at the zombie spawner. Try to re-enchant some of the stuff that we just kind of got garbage things with before. I mean, the sword, not terrible, because we got sharpness 2, but I mean, efficiency 2, diamond axe, efficiency 2, diamond shovel, not that exciting. We'll see, I'm not sure. Just kind of spitballing here. Ooh, invisible spider, you see that? Well, it's hard to see when you all get out. There he is, look at that. Very cool. Ooh, invisible spider. You're kind of a little bit of a giveaway there with the red, but no, it's cool. I don't think I needed that much at all. Like, maybe 4 bits of string would be fine. I think I had some left over anyway. Yeah, that's 4. That's probably fine. I just want to try the zombie spawner real quick. Gotta get some use out of the sword. Hello? Anybody in there? I put this here because then if they see me, they actually walk right into the, the chute, so I don't remember if I showed that earlier. Just a little way to taunt them, essentially. Alright, we've got a few customers over here now. Oh, and in case you're wondering about the buttons, it's just a precaution. I didn't want anything spawning out here. I don't think they would, but just in case. Alright, how's this gonna do now? Oh yeah, much better. Hey, carrots. Did I have carrots yet? I think I did, yeah. Yeah, I don't know that we need to re-enchant anything. These are actually doing fine, but, you know, I needed to check out the sword and taunt some zombies a little bit. But I think we have what we need, so well, let's see. Yeah, let's get the last little bit of string. If you'd like to drop me some, pretty please. Hey, none of that. You just give me string. That's all. Oh, they give me a bunch. All right. Back up we go to finish our build. Whee! All right. I think we only needed that much more. Was it this? Yeah. That brings us up to 8. And now, if we head up... Oh, wait. I need more of these. Let's do oak this time. So oak bridge supports. Yeah, let's do about a stack. Then we just want to add a couple down here. I don't necessarily want them to cover up what we did here. Well, gotta sleep anyway. Let's figure it out in the morning. Yeah, let's just try this. Connect that up. I think that'll be fine. I might just have to move some of my little camp area here. Or maybe not. Well, let's get rid of this. Connect that up, and then maybe... I don't know what happened here, but we'll pretend I was doing it on purpose so that I can get rid of it. Oh, uh-oh. Let's put a jungle plank there. There we go. Get that connected up, and now it's a little bit more plausible. Actually being held up. Okay, good. Can I climb these? No, they look almost like scaffolding, like I should be able to climb them. So now that we've got that set up, I think I forgot fences. Yeah, I don't have enough. We'll get that in a minute. For now, that should be good. Let's open those, get you connected up, and then actually, do I want to do fences, or would I rather just do an oak balcony all the way across like that? And more importantly, will it even work right here? Probably not, no. How would that look? Can I do it? Oh, that's kind of cool. You could do 2 on 1 block. That's why these work better. Okay, I'm starting to get what they're... I'm picking up what they're putting down. How does this look? Not terrible, but we'll definitely need more to it because it's a little bit spindly. Oh, can be placed up to 4 times on the same block. That is quite unique. I must have more. Okay, so all sort of shaped in there. Looking good. Whoa. Just need to do something with the actual, like, support beam there. We'll need lights, obviously. Get some detail blocks. We got trapdoors, barrels, a campfire. Oh yeah, I won't be able to put the barrels in there, 'cause, yeah, okay. That is fine. We'll do it out here. Campfire there. We do have a hay bale left, so why not? I'll put that there. I wonder if these would do something similar, just like look like a, yeah, I don't know, like a stool, a table. They kind of give that off that vibe. Trapdoors around this. I only brought a few fences, but that might be a nice use for them right here. Oh no, I've got more here. Okay. So a little bit better up here, but I do think we need some color somehow. Maybe some leaves or vines. Actually, if I could get under here. Under where? It might be nice to have some leaves around the perimeter of this. That would give us a nice color. Yeah, and some vines hanging off. That actually might solve our problems. Okay. You've convinced me, citizen. Grab some more stuff, including these bamboo tiki torches that we keep not using. Well, no, I used a decent amount. I think that's my second stack, actually. Is it? I don't remember. Bunch of leaves. A few lanterns left, too. Maybe we'll use some of that. Or wait, no. We gotta start from down here. So, temporarily, get a little spot right here. And I'll have to chop all this back down, but that's alright. See what we can do with this. Oh, that's right. Slabs. I'm gonna need more of those as well, but it's gonna look awkward unless we do that. And of course I don't have any here. Wonderful. Give me a minute. Try that again. Much better. Last little bit right there. And it definitely adds color, but now I don't like how flat these faces are. We're either gonna need stairs on the outside of this to give it sort of a, like a curve upward as it goes, or trapdoors on this. I don't think that'll help. I think we need stairs. But what kind of stairs? I hear you asking. I don't know. Let's go have a look at JEI and see if we could find something interesting to use. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be stairs. I could use something like these grass-topped walls just again to give it a little bit more color. That's an option. At the same time... Oh, yeah, I forgot about the roof stuff. That would probably be the way to go, wouldn't it? Maybe just regular old jungle roof? Expensive, but doable. Okay, maybe 2 stacks? A little over 2 stacks. That should work. I do like this. I like how it's all coming together in like one cohesive base that everything connects up. That's always a nice feeling. Okay, can I reach this without jumping off? I don't think so. We're gonna have to take a bit of you. Do this, get it started, then build our way all the way across. Let's just make sure real quick that I do like that. Yes, that's going to help a lot. Okay, good. Ooh, what do we do here? I guess just that. One down from the other. How's everything going, citizen? How's your day? Do anything fun and exciting recently? What, me? Yeah, definitely. You're looking at it. Playing Minecraft, talking to all of you. It's a good day in my book. There we go, all connected up. Close that back up. Nom 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 nom. Take a look. Oh yeah, that adds a lot. In fact, I don't even hate that it's just coming off of one spindly little thing here. I thought I would not like that, but it's not bothering me. And I'm wondering if I should just leave it. Well, either way, we need to add our lighting. Couple obvious spots right there that are still open where we can hang those. I think where these connect, we can do something like that. Tightrope walk across this. Kind of just space them out around here too. Whenever I'm on this platform, it makes me feel very yar matey. And before you ask, yes, there were Roman pirates. Well, kind of enemies of Rome. Look up Pompey Magnus. That's actually how he rose to fame, was clearing the seas of pirates. But then he was soundly defeated by Julius Caesar at a later date. But anywho... Wow, that's really coming together. Everything's looking really good. If you want a bit of insider knowledge, just YouTube in general, right now what I'm thinking is that, well, for the thumbnail, I'm thinking about the thumbnail, and I'm realizing I should have either built this thing back there so it didn't cover up the lighthouse when I try to get a shot for the thumbnail, or I should have swapped positions because I usually like to have the build taller on the right. So if you look at the thumbnail and notice that it looks mirrored to how it looks now, that's because I'm thinking about mirroring it. I think it might look better if the treehouse is on the right. Just in case you saw that and were confused, there's my insider thought of the day. By the way, I nearly forgot we were supposed to join up these as well. So I say we just keep this pretty simple. Go straight out here, wrap around you, and then it's going to come at an awkward angle. So what we might do, I think I can do this, wrap it around this, and then instead go this way and get rid of this one. Yeah, that adds a little bit more of a little something there. Yep, things are looking good around here. I like how everything is coming all together, which can only mean one thing. You've convinced me. We're going to try to use the last 10 days to do the remainder of our prep, find the stronghold, and defeat the Ender Dragon. And yes, there's still quite a lot to do actually. Number one, we're in all iron armor, and we're not going to get full diamond, we're not going to enchant everything. What we can do is what we talked about earlier. We have 10 diamonds left. With that, we can make ourselves a diamond chest plate, get the advancement, cover me with diamonds, and then once more borrow the anvil over here. So we'll move that, thank you. We'll put this on here, name it our Vulcan plate with protection 4. Cover you back up, hope we didn't break it. Let's take the 5 chicken in here while we're here. We're getting lots of feathers. And then with that, well, out of curiosity, right now we've got what? 7.5 little armor guys above our health. If we put that on, we go to 8.5. Not as much as I thought it would, but I think the Prot 4 gives you some that doesn't show up there. I don't really know. But either way, we are looking a lot better now. Look at that. Can you imagine actually wearing a chest plate made fully out of diamond? That would be absolutely bonkers. But anyway, that was step 1, a little bit more protection. Step 2, I don't want to fight the Ender Dragon with just a regular bow and 60 arrows, which means I'm going to check what the enchanting table says, but we might need to get a little bit more. And yes, I'm trying to move as quickly as possible to do this. I don't want to say I'm going to do it and then run out of time. Well, that's exciting. Power 1, Power 1, Power 4. That would be pretty good, which means we need to get to level 30. You know what that means. Back down the water elevator, down to the zombie spawner, and I sit here until we are at level 30. Whoa, hey, that's kind of intimate, isn't it? Well, yeah, we'll get to level 30, we'll enchant the bow, then on to the next step, which, yeah, there's still a couple left. Hey, there they go. Away with you. My goodness. Look at all that rotten flesh. Oh, so close. Just about to 30. Ooh, wait. Can you get us there? Yes! Alright, we might be right back down if we don't get what we want, but let's at least check it out, see if we are good. Grab some string while we're here, because why not? There we go. I hear an enderman. We're actually going to need ender pearls. Where are you, buddy? I was probably just going to do that in the nether, but if we hear them out here, it sounds like it's coming from over here. Yep, there you are. Hop in my boat, please. No, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Come on, why can't I place the boat down? There we go. Can I have an ender pearl? I'm gonna need— ow! Hey! You're not supposed to be able to reach me. Oh, thank you. So yeah, we need actually quite a few of those. This is gonna be a bit difficult. I'm going as fast as I can, citizen. And it's nighttime. More spiders. And spooky, scary skeletons. Hold on. I'll have time for all of you. Just wait. Ow. Did you knock it off? I'm trying to get the spider. Okay. No creepers. Let's get out of here. That's 2 ender pearls. Okay. Grab some more chicken. It's actually turning to morning, so we don't have to sleep. What can we get on our bow? I would be just so thrilled if it wasn't just power 4, but also infinity, because, well, I mean, we could make a ton of arrows, but I'd love it if it was more than just power 4, pretty please. Aww. Well, I mean, it's better than nothing, that's for sure. Let's check if we made another one, because we could always combine bows if we had like 2 that had similar stuff. And you know me, I'll take any advantage I can get. That's just being smart. Alright, what do we got? Power 2, those aren't going to do anything. I'm breaking 3. Well, I doubt we would break a bow. What happens if we put a book in there? Protection, piercing, sharpness. No help at all. Okay, that's fine. Let's see how much time we have left after we've gone, and yes, we have to collect a lot of blaze rods and ender pearls in order to find the stronghold. So let's do that. If we come back and we still have time, we'll try to improve the bow a little bit more. So only thing extra that I'm going to grab before we go is the iron that I have left over, because the shield is looking a little bit worse for the wear. If that breaks, we'll have iron, we can make a new one. And the fortunate bit here is that we already saw a nether fortress while we were in the nether, we just didn't explore it. So we head back over. Unfortunately, we have to go fight some blaze, but we know where they are. Fortuna be with me. I need some sacred chickens to augur this and see if we're going to be, you know, safe journey, or if we should just abandon it. Oh, we have sacred chickens. Let's do that. Remind me, before the Ender Dragon, we should do that. We'll drop some seeds in front of them and see if it augurs well, or if it's inauspicious. All right, in we go. Oh, we've got the boat too. That was the other thing. I'm glad I didn't put that away, because we'll want to try to find Endermen while we're here as well. We need at least, I don't know, 10 more ender pearls? 12 to be safe? Okay, that is the entrance right over there. I guess we could probably walk around that way, it looks like, to connect in and get in. Make sure we don't lose our way. And I mean, yeah, if I see glowstone, I'm gonna grab it. Silk touch for the win. I hear a ghast. I don't really need this right now, so we're just gonna grab this and keep moving. Yep, okay. No thank you. We're moving. Yep, this connects right up. Lucky for us. Don't have to bridge there. Now we just find some blaze. A terrible fortress. It is indeed that. Oh, okay. Already got customers here. Ooh, one-shot kill. Not too shabby there. This guy is actually blocking the blaze from hitting us, which is pretty cool. It's also blocking us from hitting the blaze. Not very cool. There we go. Out of the way. I need my blaze rods. Into fire. Ooh, that is wither skeletons. No, thank you. We'll just, we'll stay on our side. You stay on your side. Nothing behind me. Okay, good. Yep, thank you. Is that it? That's it. Thank you. No wither skeleton skulls. Hello? Hello? Those were just random blaze. There wasn't actually a spawner nearby. There is a chest, though. I'll take that. Oh, what a garbage chest. I hear blaze. Another chest. Also kind of garbage. Am I getting lost? Yes. Yes, definitely I am. And we're here, so I'll take some of this. Why not? Oop. There's another skeleton. Hey, buddy. Yep. Ooh, he dropped a skull. No way. Spooky, scary skeletons. There's another one over there. Keep running down the halls and don't get taken by a skeleton. Yeah, wonderful song, I know. I am glad we got the bow a little bit upgraded. This is nice. Ooh. Hey. No, 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 no. I did see a blaze, though. Ooh, no, 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 no. Out of the way, piggy. I don't want to hit you. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. They are all over the place, but I'm not seeing a spawner anywhere. Take some more of that. How many do we have? 2? It's not enough. I think we need at least 6. I am getting so lost. I haven't been putting down torches. This is going to be a nightmare getting back. But look at that haul so far. Jeez. I really don't think it's a good idea to stand up here. But I'm not seeing any blaze spawners. Oh boy. More wither skeletons than blaze, which is not fun. They're like all over the place. And they're spawning behind me. I didn't bring extra arrows. I wasn't thinking about the fact that we'd be here forever shooting arrows at wither skeletons. I'm gonna run out. That's not good. 34 left. Hello. You are just who I was looking for. And I don't think it dropped me anything. Where are the spawners? Need more torches. This is obnoxious. I did not think it would be this difficult to find a spawner. At this point, I might not need one. Just need to keep finding them in the hallways. Thank you. That's only 3. I guess I just keep running around and finding them. Ow. That's not good. Oh, wait. Is that... That's the type of thing they usually spawn on. Yep, I think we got one. Finally. Oh, that's why. It's completely covered by lava. I wouldn't have been able to see it. Okay, let's do this as safely as we can. Oh my goodness. Really? Immediately. 3 of them. That's what I needed. Thank you. Collect, collect, collect. Heal, heal, heal. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Not good. Not good. Not good. I am using all of my sacred chicken. We're up to 4. I think it's safer to just stand back here and do this and then duck and weave. Bob and weave. Nope, didn't work. Gimme, 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 gimme. We're only getting 1 each time. We are getting more levels if we want to do more enchanting when we get back. Is that enough? We've got 7. That might be enough. Because you get what? Yeah, 2 each. We need 12 or 14. That should be enough. We'll get 1 more for good measure. In fact, there's 2 over there. Might be safer. And I'm almost out of arrows. I didn't think about that. You know what? Yeah, we're done. That should be enough. We still need our ender pearls, so let's get out of here while we still can. I don't need these golden swords. Get rid of that. Now, who knows how to get out of here? Aha, a torch. Oh, hello. Of course he didn't drop anything. I've been here, but I think... Yeah, I'm lost. I think this is it? Yeah, I think we entered that way. Hey! All the way from down there? Really? Alright, anyway, Warped Forest. We need to find that, get a bunch of endermen. I'll let you know once we're there, and we start our ender pearl collecting. This is definitely what we're looking for, but I don't see any endermen. Ooh, are we right above a bastion too? Nope, I don't want to mess with that. We're not here for that. I see our first customer over there. Hello, sir. I heard you wanted to give me some ender pearls. Why can I never put the boat down? There we go. Yep, you can just drop it right here. That would be fine, thank you. Oh, come on. Let's try again. Surely you want to drop me something. Oh, okay. This is gonna take a while. I'll let you know when I've got a few. No, don't get in the boat with him. Oh, okay, you guys can have the boat. There we... Wait, no? No. What is going on here? They keep stealing my boats. Nobody's dropping me any ender pearls. Unless that one was dropped. Maybe... Did I have one on me already? I don't remember. Whatever. We keep at it. I know I said I'd let you know, but yeah. Now, actually, I'm just going to keep at it, and I'll let you know once we've got a few. So we might be good. We're up to 14 now, and I need... Well, because obviously I need the Eyes of Ender to find the stronghold. They could break along the way. I like to have 12 because I've definitely found an empty end portal, and it's 12 total. So to be safe, I've got 2 extra now. I've got enough blaze rod to do all of those. And once again, we're running out of time, so yeah, I think we call it here. We'll be fine, right? I really hope so. Okay, 1 more right here. Not that I don't... Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't have extra blaze rod. But I guess we'll find out if we can just get 1 more. Yep, 1 more. Okay. Let's head home. Ooh, it is good to be home. Spending any length of time in the nether is just a nightmare. I've had people ask like if I would do a 100 days in the nether, and I just simply don't know if I could manage it. I might lose my mind entirely. But we did get more levels, so maybe we try... Can we try enchanting a little bit more? Probably. Let's see if we can do this. Maybe if I do this with the book and just get Prot 1. So will that like re-roll for the bow as well? Because if you remember, this was power, power, unbreaking. So if I do this, put Prot 1 on the book and then put the bow in, power, power, infinity. Ooh, okay. That's actually huge. Because we got power 4. That's exactly what I wanted. So let's get, yeah, on this bow, we'll get infinity. Okay, it's just that, but that's fine. Then we combine these 2. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Okay, so we put these 2 together. Is it any different that way? 10. No way. Wow. 4 and 10? Let's rename it. Keeping with the theme of Leaf Bane, we'll go with Dragon Bane. Power and infinity. Perfect. I no longer have to worry about arrows. And then, finally, we get our blaze powder. We put these two together. Get at least 12 Eyes of Ender. We have a little bit left over, just in case. We'll bring that with. We'll bring this stuff with. We'll bring the stake with, the backup stake, so we've got it. We no longer need arrows because we've got infinity on Dragonbane. We might be ready. You know what? One more precaution. I'm going to make an extra shield to have with us. Got the water bucket, that'll be important. We've got the arrows. We've got a way to find the stronghold. Dragonbane, Shaman Sword. I think we're ready. All right. One more night of sweet sleep at the treehouse, and then we go to find the Ender Dragon. Actually, something to think about. When I sleep here, it's going to set our respawn point, so after we beat the Ender Dragon, we can come back here, but that means if I venture out trying to find the stronghold, I can't sleep on my, like, travel bed, because that would reset our respawn point. That's going to be a bit dangerous, but I think that's the best move, is just sleep here, set the spawn point, then when we're out, we cannot sleep. That's a little bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. You know I'm 100% going to forget that, right? We're going to end up doing it. I'm going to have to run back my entire way here. All right, look at that. What an auspicious day. Let's see where the Eye of Ender is going to take us. That way. Okay, we know where we're going. Oh, it didn't break. Thank goodness. Off we go. Fortunately, there's water, so we don't have to run across the land the entire time, but I have a feeling that's only going to last so long. In fact, it looks like pretty quickly our luck has run out. Well, just got to keep my bearings. I guess we can go this way, then keep heading in that direction. Nah, let's just get out. We're going to get up, probably up there. Are we near... Is this a new village? This is a new village. Let's see if they have anything worth having, and then we'll keep moving. Probably not, if last village is any indication. I'm not gonna run out of food. I guess I'll take the emeralds. Hey Dingus, what you doing? I have extraordinary luck in spawning in worlds with nitwits. Whatever. Let's keep a move on. Which way are we going? Straight ahead. Easy enough. Please don't break. Hey. Ooh, that was close. I did not even see that. And at least we can use the water to get up. Hey, look who's stuck in the water with us. Hello, Armadillo. How's it going? Safe journey. Have fun. Oh, he's gonna have a great time. Wasn't planning a morning mountain hike. It just keeps going up. There we go. Oh man, look at that. Beautiful. I haven't moved that far, but I would hate to get down there, throw the pearl, and then it goes backwards. Or the Eye of Ender, so we're gonna do it one more time up here, because I don't want to have to climb this again. Am I still yeah, I'm still going forward. Okay, please don't break. Come on. It works every time. I love that. Whoa! Whoa! I don't think I've seen you yet. Look at that new type of wolf. Once again, I didn't bring my... Are you friendly, right? You friendly? You look a little suspicious. Be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Get to the top of that mountain, we'll throw it again. Couldn't just be running across plains. We had to have a complete elevation change everywhere. I didn't know calcite grew up here. I thought that was just geodes. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go again. Continue forward. Okay. Please don't break. Yes, every time. Also, if you insist, I guess I'll take this with me. I would try to hit that right there, but that's a little bit dangerous. Let's go for this one. I was hoping to get there before the sun went down, but we're very quickly running out of time. It's a pretty cool looking area. I mean, there's a lot of just neat sort of landmarky type stuff around here. Stop appreciating the view. We gotta get there. Do I need to set up for the night in a cave? All right, I'll see you in the morning. I don't want to run across the plains with all the oogie boogies running around everywhere. All right, we're trying this again, and it kind of looks like it's leading us toward Mount Doom over there. Wow, these things are not breaking. I'm having excellent luck. Not really Mount Doom, more like Mount Everest or Mount Iron. Did you know that the guy that's named after Mount Everest, he actually pronounced his name Everest? So if we're calling it after that, then we're kind of all pronouncing it wrong. I thought that was kind of funny. I think Stephen Fry taught me that. There really is a ton of iron up here, jeez. Imagine spawning next to this and just getting like a stack of iron right at the beginning. Are you kidding me? I did nothing to you. Just come out of nowhere. That guy just dropped me iron on Iron Mountain. Where are you coming from? I know, I didn't ask for any of this. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. I know this isn't why we're here, but I can't stop myself. 45 iron, and I didn't even stop for it all. Okay, before we head all the way down, let's try this again. Please, 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 please. Ooh, it's changing direction. Oh, that one broke. Oh. No, leave me alone. I think we're getting close, and did I just lose another one? Nope, we got it. Okay. I am gonna start digging, I think. I haven't gotten it to go straight down, but I keep going in circles right around here. So we gotta be close. Wish me luck. We're gonna do a spiral all the way down just to be semi-safe and not dig directly straight down. Alright, we got something here, but I'm not seeing any signs of the stronghold. I'm seeing creeper signs, that's for sure. So I guess we just keep digging down. More nothing around here. I think I just heard a silverfish. Does that mean we're close? Oop. You see what I see here? Yes. Okay, I spy. I certainly do. And I hear silverfish. Oh, wonderful. Right next to deep dark. That's what I always love to see. Except, you know, not really. I'm just saying that. Oh! Hey! Let's get rid of that. Look at you. We've already got 2 here. That couldn't have turned out better. Look at that. We're like right here. Okay, let's block that off because zombies are following me. We'll also block this. I don't feel like looking for loot in here. We're gonna cover this up just so I don't feel like I'm gonna fall into lava. And then I need to clear some of this junk out. I'm definitely gonna want my water bucket. Well, I guess first of all, I'm happy to see that we had 2 here already. We can fill in the rest of these with the Eyes of Enders that we created. Last 2 and boom. All right. So we have torches, extra food. I don't actually think I'll need torches. Maybe we put the extra shield there in case we need to switch. We've got our water bucket, a boat for Enderman, infinity power for bow, dragon bane. We've got our sword. I think we're ready. Ooh, double shield legion. Look at that. Nobody's gonna get through my defense. Nah, this probably makes more sense. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's, instead of that, let's do building block. I think we'll need that to bridge. Okay, I've done this like 100 times, but I'm always nervous every single time I do this. I don't want to lose the world. Okay, we're ready. Whew, psych myself up. All right, here we go. Mars Exulte! Yep, I knew it. I knew it. This always happens to me. Gotta bridge across the second we get here. Can't just land me on the island. All right, here we go. Don't look at any of the natives. Oh, there's so many of them. And there's the Ender Dragon. Let's begin. There's number 1. Followed by number 2, I think. Did I hit it? Number 3, number 4. We're making pretty good progress. Eventually, we're going to have to get up there because I won't be able to see which ones are left. In fact, we may as well start now. Water tower up. See if we can get you. There we go. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Ooh, I hate when it's that close to me. Get it. Get it. Get it. Boom. And while we're up here, get that one. There we go. 2 left, it looks like. Ooh, I thought those Endermen were coming for me. I think they were just going for the Ender Dragon. What did I say? 2 left? That is you. No, there's 3. Try to get them while we're up here. There's 1. Last one. Ooh! I fell. Need my water back, though. There we go. Just need this last one. And I don't think I can reach it from here. Nope. Ooh! Leave me alone. I'm just trying to destroy your home and then defeat you. Come on, last one, last one, last one! Get it! Get it! There we go. Alright, let's heal up, and then it's time to end this. Why are you so low to the ground? Fly up higher, I don't need you this close to hit you. That's right, I never miss. Ignore the misses, and then I never miss. Nope, no, 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 no! I never collect the dragon's breath. Is that good for anything? I don't even know what you would use it for. Oh, I took away your cheater healing ability. How sad. When I said fly higher, I didn't mean that high. Alright, coming down, are we? Come on, come on. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I don't mess with getting up close and personal. I'm happy to wait until you're back in the sky. Woo! No, no, no! Don't come for me! No! Okay, didn't like that. Let's try to heal up real quick. Don't come for me, please. Yeah, land. That's fine. I need time to heal. I need to keep moving. She keeps coming for me and damaging me before I can fully heal, and then I'm not comfortable fighting again. Okay, I think this is it. Fully healed. We continue. Don't. Keeps getting too low and attacking. Get out of here. You are so annoying. Alright, I apparently made Ender... Well, are you mad at me? Yeah, why are you mad at me? I didn't do anything. This is not the best position to be in. What? Hiding? No, I'm not hiding. I'm just trying to heal. I can barely ever heal. It's called being clever. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Can this be it? Can we finish it before you land? Come on, 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 come on. One more, one more! Yes! Take that, stinky old dragon. Oh, that was obnoxious. That was more difficult than I remember. And, It hasn't been that long. It might be because I don't have full diamond armor, maybe? But I had to, like, stop and desperately heal a couple times. Super annoying, but I will take this, thank you. Ooh, boy, we almost ran out of chicken. All right, let's do this so the egg doesn't fall in there. Or, you know, hopefully doesn't. Is that everything covered? And yes, I have had that happen where I click on the egg and it spawns here and just falls in and then I can't find it. I think we're good, so if we right-click you, there we go. Get underneath here, put down a torch, let you drop, and boom, the next generation. We've done it, citizens. It was super annoying, but we've done it. And we have the next generation. Wonder if we could raise it. Be a good dragon that lets us fly. Okay, I'm done with here. We're obviously not going to the outer islands or whatever to try to find an elytra. We are just about out of time. Now we find out if my whole ploy to leave the bed back at the base means we zip right back there, or have to run back for a few days, which would be super annoying. All right, pretty please, bring me home. Oh no. Oh, good. Whew. My game crashed when I jumped into the end portal, but then I came back in and I was here. Oh man, that scared me. I thought it like corrupted the world or something. Whew, I didn't need that right at the end of the video. I mean, we made it. We made it to 100 days. That would have been a cheap way of losing the world. All right, where do we put the dragon egg? Well, actually, we've got all this room here, but it also doesn't center on a single point. That will drive me nuts. We're not going to put it there. Maybe up here, right on top of the top book. Go bloop. There we go. Enchanted dragon egg enchantment setup area. Well, let's clear out the inventory, then we can wrap up. There we go. That looks much better. And yeah, the shield made it. My armor looks a little bit worse for the wear. The bow actually lost more durability than I thought it was going to, but it lasted. And now that we're cleaned up, I guess, yeah, we got to do the walkthrough, the wrap up. And the first thing I'll say, this was a lot of fun. I have been recently, more so than in the past, really just enjoying base building. Trying to work a little bit more on, you know, the way I build and not use the exact same types of things every single time. Specifically in, I guess you would call it like organic stuff, like the custom tree. I am not confident at all in doing that. So I mentioned that a little bit earlier. When I started it and did just the bottom, I was thinking, oh man, this is just going to look terrible. It looks awful right now. But then by the time you get to the end, it's still a little mishmash and just there's a lot going on. But I do like how it pulled together in the end. And I think just as an entire area, I'm very happy with how it turned out. It's always disconcerting when you can see like my body and my hotbar when I'm up here, but if I press F1, it gets rid of it. That's a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, we got the little storage and little homey area down here at the bottom that I like. Our bedroom, nice and cozy. And like I said before, imagine that, being able to just sleep in the open air. That'd be beautiful. Little bits of farms here and there, a little bit extra down there, of course. Our enchanting area with the leaf dome that we wanted to do all turned out really great. Of course, our unlimited chicken, that's a must-have. The custom tree, the pathways, all the macaws stuff really helped. I'll add the ones that I used in the description in case you're curious and you want to use those in your world. It did help having the spider spawner and the zombie spawner down there, especially since we were doing enchanting, so that was great. And like I said before, we've got this whole lighthouse set up so that we're definitely not going to be run into by any ships coming out of the harbor here. So of course, I'll ask the same thing I always ask. Give me your feedback. What did you think of this? Not only the builds, which of course I'm interested in, what you think of the builds, but just the format, the type of videos that we're putting out. If there's anything different you'd maybe be interested in seeing, I would be happy to hear all of that. But I think all that being said, it is time that we wrap up. I do hope that you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you for joining me. I always appreciate you stopping by and spending time in our adventures. And with all that being said, I will say once again, thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one, citizens.